So,
have you seen the picture going around social media of him?
Of what?
Of Marvin Harrison.
What, he's just jacked or something like that?
Bro, he looks like he's getting ready for WrestleMania.
Okay, good.
Like,
good for him.
Looking swole.
Let's see what happens. And then here we go. Fourth down. This is a fascinating question for the Arizona Cardinals. Does Carson Beck get any run? And can he be the man there?
There you go. I like that.
The third chosen quarterback in this year's draft. There were 2 chosen in the first round, as we know. And Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson, and then none in the second round. And the Arizona Cardinals, out of everybody else, said, let's take Carson Beck. And is he going to get run over the 2 vets? At some point, do you hand the ball to him and say, go for it, and see what we have going into next year's draft? And can he be the man there? Can he take care of business now? Can he be the one to hook up and make Marv great again? Can he be the one to hook up and keep Michael Wilson on an upward path? Can you get Trey McBride, who, by the way, has been the leading receiver for Arizona in Marvin Harrison Jr.'s first 2 years there? Can he keep this? Can he be that guy? Can it be the Beck Love show back there? Or is he just going to get a little bit of run this year and the Cardinals will be like, it's a quarterback-rich draft, man, of kids younger than Carson Beck, who, by the way, was in, if I'm not mistaken, the same recruiting class as Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. So those are my 4 downs about the Arizona Cardinals. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always have the winning game plan. That's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/rich. And if I chose one more, if we did a one more, it would be, how do you compete in this division? You're the last place team choosing 3rd overall in a draft going into a season in a division that features the 2 teams that played each other in the NFC Championship game and the team that one of those teams beat to get to the NFC Championship game in the divisional round. Come on. Best of luck.
The original Marvin Harrison didn't have 1,000 yards in his season until year 4.
There we go. Okay. And he's in the Hall of Fame.
And he had Peyton Manning.
That's true.
There's a difference.
The Titans are the 4 downs tomorrow. And Matt Damon will be here in studio hour number 3. DonateV.org/donate. We're back to wrap it. Rich Eisen here. We talk a lot about battles in sports. Teams battling through adversity. Athletes fighting for every yard. The toughest warriors I've ever seen, though, aren't on the field. They're kids fighting cancer. Their families standing beside them. Doctors, nurses, caregivers. That's why I'm proud to support Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 28 years, they've helped fund pediatric cancer research, raising more than $303 million and supporting over 40,000 children. Learn more and donate at HyundaiUSA.com/Hope on Wheels. Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Pirate fans, don't miss a single moment. With the Pirate Radio app, you get exclusive podcasts, breaking news, and the latest updates on the Pirates, all in one place. From coach and player interviews to live game coverage and expert analysis, take Pirate Radio wherever you go and listen live anytime, anywhere. Download the Pirate Radio app today and stay connected to your Pirates. Pirate Radio, your crew, your team, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Summer's here. You're at the beach, halfway up a mountain, finally relaxing, miles from home.
And then your phone buzzes. Not panic, just a quick check-in. Because with SDI, you already know what's going on.
Real-time alerts, 24/7 monitoring, full control of your home or business, right from your smartphone.
So while you're making memories, you're never wondering what's happening back home.
SCI Security, because you don't get security system for the days nothing happens. You get the system for the moment something does.
Travel smart, travel secure, and protect what matters.
Call today and get protected before your next trip.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care. From quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too, our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Conbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the First Flight Credit Union studios and coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930, online PR927fm.com. We are on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber. We are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Already uploaded a couple of YouTube videos today, interviews that will air on our program, including a chat with the play-by-play voice of the USF Bulls, Jim Lighthall, taking over for Jim Lauk, who has called every game in USF history. So
passing of the torch there to Jim Lighthall. We'll get a South Florida preview. New head coach Brian Hartline. Whole lot of new players, but a ton of talent there in Tampa this year, and they have pretty high expectations there in Tampa for the Bulls. So we'll get a report from Jim Lighthall coming up in hour 2 of today's show. Hour 3, we'll talk to Jared Waters. Jared Waters is a stand-up comedian. He went viral, at least around here, for doing a little crowd work and finding out that a patron, a guest in attendance, was an East Carolina alum, and so is Jared, and they had a nice little connection there. So I said, man, we got to find this guy. So thanks to Shirley helping me out here, we were able to track down Jared Waters, and I talked to him an hour ago, and it was a great conversation, and kind of like a great movie took a twist midway through the interview. He kind of buried the lead. He went out to try to walk on for ECU football during one spring and started saying stuff like, do you know Rick Smith? And I was like, yeah, I know Rick Smith. You remember Travis Simmons, Spida? I was like, yes. So we're about to name drop a whole lot of names from that era, and he's got a Rick Smith story or two. He's got a great Greg Hudson story as well that I cannot wait to share with Coach Hud tomorrow. So I think you will love this interview with Jared Waters coming up in the 5 o'clock hour on today's show. We got Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, joining us hour 1. Donnell Coley, Daily Reflector, joining us hour number 2 on a fun Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. So, there is your lineup. Donnell, K-Dub, Jared Waters, and Jim Lighthall on our Appliances Superstore ECU opponent preview. More on that in just a moment. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got the Jack Man hanging out. Jackson is here with us today. We have World Cup football semifinal action, and got a little talking going on, a little pushing, shoving. England and Argentina just underway. Winner advances to play Spain in the championship game, the final match. Do they still do the third place game? Because if so, that's lame. Let's see if they still do that. World Cup third place match. Well, they're selling tickets to it, and indeed they do. Saturday, 5 o'clock, France and the loser of this game in the third place playoff. Boy, I would hate to be a part of that game. Playoff. Thank you, Jim Mora. Also joining us on the show today, we have Left Side.
Strong side.
How you?
Good. I am great. Happy to tag along Appliances Superstore today. Sign them up. They're going to be our proud sponsor of our ECU football opponent preview, and we've already had some already, and we're going to have some more along as we get through the summer and get closer to ECU football. And, of course, we'll preview our matchups during the week throughout ECU football season. So go by and see Frank Lee. They have a new location right there on 301 Plaza Drive right here in Greenville, right across from Sound Feet Shoes. And, man, they've got the largest selection of appliances here in Eastern North Carolina. So whether it's a washer, dryer, which they have Speed Queen, which is a top brand, and all kind of microwaves, refrigerators, they've got it there at Appliances Superstore, their brand new location on 301 Plaza Drive right here in Greenville, in the heart of Greenville, actually, right off of Greenville Boulevard.
Let me be frank and say I'm very happy that Appliances Superstore is on board with us.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Jim Lighthall today from USF, Ken LaVicka on Thursday from FAU, and Dave Woloshin, longtime voice of the Memphis Tigers, will join us next week on the program. Phil Steele all set to go for Friday as well. Talked to his people today, and he is locked and loaded for Friday. So excited about that. Also, Jamie, as we check in with the chat gang, says, Hey now. Just had a coworker use the phrase "done and dusted." Only other time I've ever heard it.
Do you work with Zach Kaplan?
Done and dusted.
This one's done and dusted. That came from a Zach Kaplan sports.
It was a
report, I believe.
Yeah, it was like we were in a gaggle maybe or something, and he asked the question and said "done and dusted."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was from interviews.
Yeah.
This one's done and dusted.
Yeah, and this one's done and dusted. I don't know who he was talking to or asking the question to.
See if you can find that, Shirley, if you would like something to.
Done and dusted.
Some busy work. The original Zach Kaplan, done and dusted. Let's see if it's labeled Zach Kaplan or something. Jerry says, hello. And says, we are the PRL chat gang. Shirley, before you look for that, we'll play the clip of Jared Waters, which, again, this was cool for all Pirate fans to see. Just what's it like when a couple of Pirate fans meet in the wild? And it's not even really in the wild. It's in a controlled setting, a stand-up comedy show. But this is Jared Waters doing a little crowd work, and he found one of his own in the audience.
Where y'all coming from? Y'all clap. Where we coming from, brother? Carolina! What? Come on, Bojangles Biscuits. Good to see you up in here. Take your shirt off. Spin around your head. What part of North Carolina? Greenville. What? Shut your mouth and keep on talking. What you talking about, Greenville? Dog, I went purple. No! I know y'all think we speaking a different language right now, but y'all went to college, East Carolina University. No, you did. Yes, I did. I swear to Moses. You went to ECU. What year did you go? 11. Oh, I'm definitely way older than you. No, I got out 11. I went 07. I was there when Skip Holtz was there. Me too. What the freak? Do we know each other? No, what's your name? Jay Free. Yeah, we don't know each other, but shout out to Jay Free. Welcome, man. Good to see you. Carolina boys up in here.
Man,
I knew he was legit when he name dropped Skip Holtz.
Well, for people that don't know, the swear to Moses line, also an inside reference, because Petey Pablo's father is Moses, who was used to be downtown a whole lot.
Okay.
Actually used to do some work with the guys at Bowley's.
So swear to Moses was a reference.
Swear to Moses.
A Greenville reference.
Also a deep cut Greenville reference.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I learned that. I knew of Moses, but learned that was a reference when I interviewed him earlier.
I'm looking forward to that conversation. I mean, I remember.
Wait till you hear the football stuff, man.
I hardly ever, and you enjoy talking to all of our guests, but when you came out of Studio C, our podcast room, you had the biggest smile on your face. I was like, did it go good? And you were like, dude, that was awesome. Like, I enjoyed
the entire time. Like, it was so much fun. And then when I found out his stories from like trying to walk on during spring ball, it was incredible. I can't believe he buried the lead on that. Like we again, it's like over halfway through the interview when he drops that bomb, and I'm like, well, now I know.
Now we have another conversation to start.
Exactly. So awesome stuff there. All right, Sean, we can get Shirley and Jack involved in this.
Okay.
This was way too easy for me, but I'll see if anybody has any. Well, I could see where there might be another answer or two in here.
I have to give a shout out to John Shelton, Jenny's brother. Saw him yesterday, and he was like, "Check this out. What do you think?" And I was like, "Man, that's a pretty good topic of discussion for the radio, for our show." And so when Clip asked me to come on for the first segment, I said, "Hey, if you don't have anything for us to talk about, let's talk about this." So on Facebook, FanDuel posted, and it said, you can only watch one group for the rest of your life. Which one are you choosing? Now, there's a Group A and a Group B. Group A is FIFA, College Football Playoff, NBA Playoffs, WNBA Finals, and the Masters. Group B is NFL Playoffs, MLB Postseason, March Madness, Stanley Cup Playoffs, Kentucky Derby. So those are your two choices. You have to choose one to watch for the rest of your life. So whatever you don't choose, you can no longer watch for the rest of your life. And you had a pretty easy answer. You were quick with it.
I mean, this was too easy for me. I would probably have gone with whatever side March Madness was on. But you give me the NFL playoffs with it, done. Yeah. Done and dusted. I don't need to see anything else. And I get the World Series and the Stanley Cup, which I'm interested in if the Canes are in. Don't care about the Kentucky Derby much, but that is a murderer's row of things for me in that Group B. So I'm definitely going March Madness, NFL playoffs. What will I miss on the other side? I'm a World Cup guy, but if it was stripped from my life, it wouldn't change anything for me. College football playoff, it would suck not to watch that. But hey, I get to watch 40 bowls in 14 days. Because this is only the playoff.
Right.
I get to watch the whole regular season. The regular season's better than the postseason in the college football. NBA playoffs, I can go without that. The Hornets are never in it, so yeah, that's fine. WNBA finals, never watched it before, so I'm not missing anything there. The Masters, the most overrated sporting event on earth.
Knew that was coming. So I was back and forth last night looking at this, and now that I look at it, I think I have my answer. I am going to go with you. I'm going to go Group B because the Panthers have a better chance of making the playoffs rather than the Hornets in the NBA. I don't watch WNBA finals at all.
Let me say, on that note, do you watch, let's say the Panthers and Hornets aren't in it. What are you watching more of, NFL playoffs or NBA playoffs? The answer is easy.
NFL playoffs.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. Easy.
So, and I do not watch a lot of Major League Baseball when it comes to the postseason, especially the latter part of the postseason. I'm definitely tuned into that, especially when you have a former ECU pitcher and Trey Savage pitching in the World Series. So I enjoyed that last year. March Madness, got to watch those first 2 days, of course. That is the best 2 days in sports, people can argue. After watching what I just watched with the Carolina Hurricanes and their run in the Stanley Cup playoffs, I'm looking forward to that next year. I definitely want to have that. And the Kentucky Derby is fun to watch too. I will miss the Masters on that other side, but there's also 3 different majors. I mean, there's
you can watch the Open,
which is coming on this weekend, U.S. Open, PGA Championship. So I'll be all right without seeing one major tournament in golf. So the college football playoff, that will be tough not to watch. But
now, Chandler, what if this was the entire seasons of these things? I think we could make this a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
You got to go a whole, you can't watch ECU anymore.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Now we got you.
Now that is tough. That is tough.
I'm going to choose that, but I'm still going to host the 5th quarter, and the callers will have to explain what happened.
What happened? What's crazy is that, like, all right, this is real life situation. I choose B. East Carolina wins the American Conference Championship. All right, it was fun watching that. Y'all had good luck in the playoffs. I will not be watching it because I made a life choice.
I just saw yesterday the percentages to make the playoff, and East Carolina was 6th out of all the non-power conference schools. There is a legit chance for them to go to the playoff. We watch all that up to that point and then can't watch them play against LSU or whatever.
Hey, man, East Carolina's going to play Ohio State in the first round of the college football playoff. You want to get tickets? Man, I can't go. Why not? Because I made a choice.
You can go. You just can't watch it.
Face the other way.
You're in the bathroom the whole time. Under the concourse.
I'm just facing the opposite direction in the stadium.
But that would change. Honestly, I would still have to go with watching the Commanders, Braves, and college basketball and Hurricanes over. I feel like this is tilted. You need to switch one of those. Well, let's see. Let's ask the other folks here. Shirley, you saw option A, option B. Yes. What side would you choose if you were forced to do so?
I have B is the one that I went with. The only thing that I did not want on that list was obviously Kentucky Derby. WNBA finals I do watch. World Cup, if it's the Women's World Cup, I do watch that.
Well, guess what? There's been a change, Shirley. This is now including Men's and Women's World Cup on side A.
Okay, so it's going to have to be no.
What do you mean?
It'll still be B.
Okay, just wondered if that would change your mind.
No, it wouldn't change my mind because I also look at it from like a scale standpoint. 3 out of the 4 in B is something I will definitely watch.
Right.
So
I feel like it's a little
mathematically.
Weighted.
Yeah, mathematically it's a little weighted on the B side. So that's the one I'm going to go with.
All right, Jackson likes to be this contrarian guy. Let's see if he's a contrarian.
He likes to play devil's advocate here.
What side you going with?
It's funny that you said that because I wasn't going to go with A. I was. Well, Here's why. East Carolina has never been to March Madness since I've been alive.
Okay.
Since I've been alive.
So I don't really
Never
care.
been to the playoff.
I don't really care about college basketball. They have a chance. They have a very good chance to make the college football playoffs. Pretty much since Blake Harrell has arrived, we've had good seasons back to back to back. Now we're 6th in the country outside of power schools to get in. Got the 6th best chances.
All right.
So we could make the college football playoffs. I'm a huge World Cup guy. My dad played soccer at NC State. I watch all of the U.S. games. So I got to watch that.
And they are not a factor in the World Cup.
No, they are not. As much as it pains me.
All right.
I don't really care about I don't really care about the Hurricanes, so I'll skip on the Stanley Cup. The Buffalo Bills give me too much stress, so they raise my blood pressure. And
that is actually a good point if you're a Bills fan to just skip the whole postseason. Because the regular season's awesome.
Oh, it's great for us.
that's
We
a
can
good
beat
point.
everybody, and then we get to the playoffs and we lose all momentum.
As a Dolphins fan, I don't know anything about the postseason, so
True.
I mean, I don't have to stress like you do.
MLB, you don't care.
No, I have no desire to watch the MLB. And then what's the last one? Kentucky Derby. I'm not gonna watch a bunch of horses. I'm sorry, that's just not my thing.
But you're not going to watch the Masters.
Oh no, I'm not.
No,
But
that's unless you need a nap.
It feels like you're only doing this because you don't care about the
really doing
NBA,
this-
do you?
Well, I mean, I like watching basketball in general.
You're just being difficult.
I'm not.
But it's fine. I like different opinions.
I like a good NBA playoff series.
Okay. I think we could make this a lot more difficult, though, Chandler, if we throw in like entire regular seasons, or if you flip in like trade NFL playoffs for WNBA finals or something. Now, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, interesting, I reckon. All right. We've got 0-0. England and Argentina.
Winner to the championship game, correct?
Has to face Shirley Rhodes of Spain.
So Shirley has Spain. I have England. Wes has Argentina. So those are the folks left in our Pirate Radio World Cup Challenge.
What happened to France?
Man.
France
Jeez. Mbappe!
got caught with the underparts.
France did the doo-doo dance.
There's Mick Jagger.
And lost their underpants.
Kicked in the ding-dings.
That's right. Why do I...
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Hold on.
What was that?
Let's play Name That Tune. That was
Brian Bailey Show.
Yes, sir.
Good call.
Yeah!
Well done, Chan. Well done.
You've been listening to the Brian Bailey Show.
All right, next week, one day, we're going to play Name That Tune of like old Pirate Radio shows.
Yes.
I love that idea.
It's a good idea.
We could definitely do that.
I'm in.
How about, boy, there is nothing going on in sports. The second headline, so first headline, Brewers finalizing a trade for Lance McCullers, which who cares about that? Second headline, NC State coach, quarterback Bailey could be country's best.
CJ Bailey?
Dave Doran said, quote, I think he could be the best in the country, end quote. That's the second headline on ESPN.com.
I think the third headline is Blake Harrell said that Mitch Griffiths and Emory Williams could both be the best in the country.
No, we got more Mensa talk third. Man, that's
slow day in sports.
Yeah, I guess they're doing the ACC media days. Did Bill Belichick say anything?
Correct.
Is he alive? Is he awake?
His daughter's in trouble, though.
Not talking about this.
Correct.
Wait, what?
Well, his daughter?
Yeah, apparently his daughter failed to show. Daughter-in-law failed to
wanted by police.
Failed to show up in court, and so there's been an arrest warrant issued.
A missed court date for a misdemeanor speeding ticket.
But apparently it became headlines.
Yeah.
That's how slow sports is today.
We need to find this woman. She is causing a nuisance.
Have you seen this woman?
Her defense attorney quickly stepped in, addressed the issue, blaming the confusion on a scheduling mix-up. So,
she was in Brunswick County.
Here we go. All right, Chan Man.
Yes, sir.
Good work on the Appliances Superstore opponent preview. We'll preview the USF Bulls later on in our show.
Looking forward to it. And coming up Friday, we got a big countdown. Big countdown considering ECU versus Alabama, and David Price will join the show as well.
It's a big number, so David Price will join us Friday inside the First Flight Credit Union studio. We'll take a break, come back. Ken Watlington, looking like a Commander's team doctor, will join us on the show today. We'll get a Jaden Daniels health update and a Brandon Ayuk mental health update when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this timeout.
Recalculating. You are now in the middle of nowhere.
Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at EncinoRestaurant.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior four-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru. Love what you drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right. Coming up later on in our program, Appliances Superstore opponent preview. Talk to Jim Lighthall, get a USF report. Also, Jared Waters, the comedian from East Carolina that found a East Carolina audience member during one of his shows. Just a great interview. I listened to that at 5 o'clock. The fact that he tried out for ECU football, and basically most of his memories are just cracking guys up in the film room. But he had some good stories, including one where Greg Hudson and another Pirate about went nose to nose during practice. So I think you'll be interested in that one. Real quick, Shirley, Hunter says, "Good evening, cowards." Can I get a good evening, cowards?
Good evening, cowards.
Thank you. Good evening, Hunter. Jamie said Bill Belichick is still hibernating. Ken Watlington.
Yeah. Correct.
Is wide awake.
Also hibernating. Yeah, Belichick will come out of his slumber on Friday. That's when UNC has their thing at ACC Media Day.
So they're splitting it up into...
Well, they got 17 schools to get to, so they split it up over 3 days.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
CJ Bailey could be the best quarterback in the nation. Did you hear that?
I did hear that. I mean, boy's pretty good.
He's pretty good. I wonder where Phil Steele has the quarterback rankings. He ranks all the units, so I can find out where he thinks CJ Bailey and NC State is. I tell you what, before we do that, I forgot to do a flip through with Chandler, so let's go and do a flip through.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna try to rig it so Ken gets a MAC school.
Yeah, MACtion.
I'm gonna try to rig it, so I'm not to.
There's a new school in the MAC this year. Did you pick them? You did pick them.
Is that it?
Sacramento State.
So I know nothing about Sacramento State.
Well, then, I don't think anyone really does. How are they in the Mid-American Conference?
Great question.
Just in football.
Northern Illinois
is in the Mountain West.
Went to Mountain West. We've talked about the Pac-12 coming back, which is 8 teams. What do you think of the scheduling quirk that the Pac-12 plays one team twice in the same season? They played them mid-season and then the last game.
Weird. Yeah, weird.
They are the opposite of the ACC, though. They only have 8 teams.
The ACC, you have to play somebody non-conference if you want to play them. Like, Carolina and was it Virginia State last year played a non-conference game. Yeah.
Let's do Sacramento State famous alums. Let's see if you got to recognize. Okay, this can't be true.
Tom Hanks?
That can't be true. List of Sacramento State people. Okay, the guy from Reno 911, Carlos that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Creed Bratton? Wait.
Heck yeah, man.
That's not his real name, is it?
That is his real name, yes.
Born William Schneider. Did he change his name?
Creed was in some type of band, right?
Well.
The Grassroots or something like that, like a band in the 70s. And that was his stage name, and then he kept it.
Bratton adopted his new name while on a global excursion as a traveling musician.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So he technically played himself on The Office.
Creed Bratton is the actual name. Butterscotch from America's Got Talent.
Oh.
Not familiar with that. Ryan Coogler. Definitely heard of him.
That's
is that Sinners?
And what's the thing? God bless. The Marvel movie.
Oh, okay. Black Panther?
Yeah.
Okay. Sacramento State. This says Tom Hanks. Did Tom Hanks go to Sacramento State?
He drove through Sacramento one time.
Lester Holt.
Oh,
sorry.
Hello.
I know that's NBC.
Yeah.
But Lester Holt, big fan.
There you go.
Big fan. We got an adult film actress. Not familiar with her work. Brian Posehn. He's a comedian, actor.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely familiar with him. Okay, so we got some people. Mm-hmm. Bobby McFerrin, don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Sacramento State's had a hell of a list here. How about athletics? I doubt let's see some athletes. Maybe some baseball. Reese Hoskins. Okay. I know him.
It says here Tom Hanks went to college at Shabbat College in Hayward, California, 2 years before transferring to Sacramento State.
There we go. All right. Mike Bibby coached at Sacramento State.
Well, he might be the current coach, right?
Shaquille O'Neal is the general manager of Sacramento State.
Basketball, yep.
Now, that leads me to believe, what's his connection there? Is one of his old teammates?
Mike Bibby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Football. DeAndre Carter played for the Redskins. I remember him.
Yep.
Sacramento State guy. Deron Bland, all-pro, Sacramento State. All right, you know what? I'm going to put some respect on Sacramento State. They were 7-5 last year. Were they?
They were FCS last year.
FCS last year.
So this is their first game this year. Will be their first game as an FBS school,
and they open up, Ken, right out of the gate.
With a beautiful stop in Ypsilanti, Michigan. There is nothing like Ypsilanti in late August.
They got Eastern Michigan. Now, North Dakota State is FBS as well.
Correct. They are in the Mountain West.
Okay.
Yeah.
And UMass is they're in the MAC. Now. So it'll be Mississippi Valley State, Fresno State, UMass, and Hawaii as their non-conference schedule. They might not go to a bowl, but the last November 28th they get to go to Hawaii.
Not too bad.
We'll call that their de facto bowl game. So there is Sacramento State. Ken, who is your allegiance again in the MAC? Do you have one?
I'm partial to Bowling Green. I covered Bowling Green and Toledo in that market. They're 20 miles apart. One of the best rivalries in college sports, Bowling Green and Toledo. But I'm more of a BG guy. I don't know why.
Did you really know that Mike Bibby was the
basketball coach at Sacramento State? I did know that, yes.
Wait, Mike Bibby, I believe the father. No, that was Henry Bibby.
This is Mike Bibby.
Oh, so Mike Bibby. Okay.
Yeah, Bibby
coach. So there we go. That's why Shaquille O'Neal is the GM. Look out for Sacramento State, folks.
There you go.
Phil Steele picking Western Michigan to win the MAC championship this year.
Where's Bowling Green on that? I don't see him in the top
he's got
5.
Eddie George and Bowling Green 7th on the list.
I'm going to say they're better than 7th.
Okay.
I know nothing about them except for Eddie George, and their colors are orange and brown.
But if things go bad, Eddie George does come in the fourth quarter and runs the football.
Not bad. Not a bad option.
I think you should be allowed your coach to play a certain amount of games.
Just like I'm sure Sacramento State wants Mike Bibby to run some backup point guard minutes.
Yeah, play some point for the team. All right, Ken, World Cup semifinal.
Yeah.
You been watching it all?
I have been watching. I've been dialed in. I kind of forgot that I enjoy this type of stuff. Oh, we almost get one there, but no. Nil.
Yep, no goal between England and Argentina, 32nd minute. Saw yesterday, Ken, they put the percentages out for the non-power conference teams' chances to make a playoff.
Yeah.
East Carolina, a respectable 6th, I think, on that list, behind Boise, UNLV, I believe Tulane was up there, and South Florida, which we'll talk about today, and San Diego State, I think, were the teams ahead of ECU.
So basically they're saying the winner of the Americans probably got a good chance.
Yeah.
And then a couple of these other teams sprinkled in.
USF, we'll talk about this with Jim Lighthall. So do you remember what USF did the first 2 weeks last year? I had forgotten as well. They hammered Boise State in the opener.
That was going on the same time as ECU State. I remember that was on in the press box over at Carter Finley.
Then they went to the Swamp and beat Florida when we thought Florida might be decent. We found out they're not really.
Not so much.
And then week 3, it was like, all right, time to believe in these Bulls, and Miami smoked them. And we found out Miami was really, really good.
Yeah, they turned out all right.
This is a complete 180 from that schedule. Their non-conference this year, FIU, Delaware State, no offense, at Bowling Green.
At Bowling Green, though. Wow, that's a good get for BG.
And Kent State. So they are heavy.
Heavy action
in the MAC this year. But USF, and you'll hear it from Jim Lighthall, says, hey, we're going to have to go 11-1, 12-0 probably to make the playoff with their non-conference schedule.
Doable.
Yeah. East Carolina, Ken, what would their record need to be? At Alabama, App State, Central, Old Dominion. Can they have 2 losses? Can they have a Alabama loss and a conference loss?
I think so. Yes.
I think so as well.
Yeah, it depends on the conference loss. It can't be Charlotte.
But if you're saying you lose to Charlotte, that does mean you beat
everybody else. So yeah, that's a good point.
Some decent teams. Yeah. So I think the Pirates can afford a couple of losses there. Unlike last year, like when they lost to State, and then who else did they lose to? Not Army. Oh, it was BYU. Having 2 losses at that point, the State and BYU. It took them out, I think, a little bit of the playoff chase. But again, the American, if you go through Phil Steele's magazine, is the 5th conference listed. So I'm assuming that means he thinks that their overall conference is better than the Pac-8 the Mountain West,
yes,
and the rest of them,
and the MAC, and such as, and so forth, and the Sun Belt,
and the Fun Belt, and Conference USA.
Yeah, and that's about it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Who knows? They might add a few more before we get going this year. But I am, I'm fired up for this ECU football.
I'm not as fired up. I saw the percentages. UNCW had a 0.00 chance to make the college football playoff. You know, maybe better luck next year.
Saw that. And we'll talk about this with Donnell, who covers a lot of baseball, was there at Clark LeClaire Stadium quite a bit. I believe I saw ABS is now coming to college baseball.
It is. I think not this coming season, but the following season at all the facilities that have the technology to do so.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of games that are not going to have it.
Yeah, so this will probably be SEC, ACC. I feel like ECU is kind of on top of things like that.
Yeah, I think they'll invest into it for sure. If they already don't have the technology.
I did not read the fine print. Now, in the major leagues, this is a player thing because you got to do it immediately.
Exactly.
In college, is it going to be player or coach?
I have not seen the fine print either. I would think you probably want to keep the rules pretty much the same. Like, you know, you can't. The coach is not going to be able to tell. It's got to be the batter, the catcher, or sometimes the pitcher. Even though you kind of don't want your pitcher making those calls.
I can't wait to ask Cliff Godwin Media Day, February 2028. You know, what is his policy on challenging? Because you only get a few. You got to use them wisely.
Yeah.
You know, is there a certain inning you go? Is there a situation if a runner's on second in the first? Is that a good time to do it because you got an opportunity to score? So there's a lot of strategy with it.
There's some science behind it. You got to really think these things out. And it was funny last night during the All-Star game. You know, Bryce Harper's at the plate and he's mic'd up. He was like, "Yeah, let's challenge that." And he's like, "We haven't done one yet." And then immediately he's like, "Yeah, that's a strike."
The NCAA Rules Subcommittee has approved the usage of ABS. Still requires Baseball Oversight Committee approval. Wouldn't it stink, Ken, to be on the subcommittee and not the
not the committee? Yeah, you're on the subcommittee. Yeah.
Does my vote even count?
No, it does not. Your vote gets the proposal moved to the next people who actually make the decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Stay off that subcommittee, people. It's a scam. In other college news, the Aflac kickoff game announced a NIL deal with Auburn leading up to their game against Baylor. The Peach Bowl and the kickoff game say the deal is worth multi-million dollars, marks the first time a neutral site college football game has incorporated NIL compensation for student athletes. Wow. Also, Big 12 this year. You know what's going to be on the Big 12 fields and their uniforms?
Monster.
How about that?
Yeah.
That gets me excited.
And the ACC, it's going to be the Bojangles ACC.
Is that?
No.
It should. So I thought.
But who will be the first Southern school to have a Bojangles patch on their jersey? Who's going to be the first to lock that up? Because there's probably a bidding war over that.
You know, the Panthers really embraced it with Delhomme and Steve Smith back in the day. If I'm Charlotte, I'm trying to do that right now. Yeah, I'm changing the school colors to yellow and red.
If I'm ECU, if I'm Carolina, if I'm State, Clemson. Let's.
I don't think this is
Charlie going to change their color.
Yeah, just change everything. I'm speaking for myself here, but I don't feel like it's as taboo. Like I remember when I first started watching Premier League, I thought it was crazy that their major signage on the front of their uniforms is a sponsor.
Yeah.
And then
there's a little crest.
Really tiny crest in the left above the left teat.
And as you know, I follow Wrexham now for some reason. And their new front of their kit sponsor is Firefox.
Oh, okay.
The web browser.
It's a pretty cool logo, I guess.
So that's their new one for this year.
Yeah, like Swansea.
And it's real big.
Let's see. I'm going to look at Wrexham kits 2020.
They've only released the away kit so far. It's kind of a dark anthracite. It's a good-looking kit.
Ah, okay. I would have liked the Firefox to be like the flame, I think. But it's a little understated.
Or maybe there's a rule that it has to be just one color.
Maybe.
I do not know the particulars.
That's not terrible. I wish it was just the logo instead of Firefox under it. But
imagine an ECU basketball uniform with a big Bojangles in the middle and just a little pirate head up on the
little skull and crossbones. Yeah. So that's the world we live in and the way we're moving. And Big 12 going all Monster Energy. And Look, the Tim Panetti seems like a businessman. I would not be shocked if we don't see some logos and uniforms and logos on uniforms very soon on the field and uniform.
And Wisconsin has already signed a deal with fast food chain in the Midwest, Culver's. So you'll see on the Badgers uniforms, a little Culver's logo this year.
Don't hate that.
Yeah.
I mean, the NBA went to it years ago.
Yep.
And we see
baseball's got it on the sleeves. I mean, you just kind of get used to it.
Do you think
some of them are better than others for sure? The Braves, of course, have a quick drying concrete company on their jersey,
but it looks good because it's that yellow.
Blends in,
yeah, it kind of fits. Do we ever go to the point, Ken, of soccer where the NBA still has Hornets and then it's got like a patch on it? Do we ever see a reverse of that? Do you think?
I think because it's the WNBA and the G League where it has something underneath the front jersey number. So you'll have your team or your city name up at the top. You'll have your jersey number in the middle. Then you have some branding underneath. I think the NBA is going to do that for sure.
So Seattle has it's got Storm on the chest, a number, and then it says Providence Swedish under that. And then on the back, it's got an AT&T, the logo and the name.
Yeah.
So just advertising all over the uniform, which unfortunately, get used to it, people.
Hey, listen, if it makes money, and in the college landscape these days, if it's going to bring you a couple of extra 100,000 millions of dollars to throw to NIL, put a logo on there. Let's do it.
Kind of jarring to look at these World Cup uniforms and not see a giant logo.
Right, yeah.
It's only got the country's crest and a number, and of course they slap a FIFA logo on it, but no advertisement.
And Argentina wearing the dark blue today. They've been wearing kind of the lighter powder blue most of this tournament, but I guess there's some history in the later rounds. If they wear the darker colors, they perform better. So we'll see if that kind of superstition holds true.
I did not know that. Very good point.
I just heard it at the beginning of the broadcast. It's not like I'm so knowledgeable in the uniform history.
You don't have to say that.
I know everything.
Playing this one in Atlanta, no score, 42nd minute as Messi trying to do his magic out there.
I'm going to miss these mid-afternoon weekday games.
100%.
It's been great to have it on in the background at work, and then you get to penalty kicks or that extra time, and everyone's kind of, huddled around the TV watching. It's been fun. It's been a fun month.
What time is it in Argentina right now?
I'm going to say they're about an hour behind us. And by an hour behind us, they're an hour ahead of us.
Yep. And England is 5
hours.
So it's 8:42. So I guess for that reason, I get why they put it on here. There's nothing going on tonight. No baseball.
Right.
I wish they'd have put this one on primetime, but
True.
I get it. You're going to get your English fan.
And it was the England-Mexico game a couple of Sundays ago. They had the rain delay. It didn't start till 9 o'clock Eastern. So the folks over 2 or 3, they were. That was a tough night, but I think they pulled through.
By 5 a.m., they were fired up and ready to go to work after a big win. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back more with Ken Watlington, WNCT at Channel 9. Got Donnell Coley joining us hour 2. Jim Lighthall, hour 2 as well with the USF preview brought to you by, hey, we got a sponsor on that, baby, Appliances Superstore. And an awesome chat with comedian Jared Waters coming up later on in our show as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
Happy 250th birthday, America. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil Ace Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Ready to take the road less traveled? This July, get behind the wheel of one of the select new 2026 Subaru Forester models at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Get there now, because they have as low as 1.9% APR available for 36 months with approved credit. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, where your adventure begins. Price does not include tax, title, or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2026.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Coach Ruffin McNeil, and when you tune into Pirate Radio, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, so listen at your own risk, please.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe, so don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Barat.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Maybe we'll bring this back for the summer weeks we have left, Shirley, but we used to do National Day updates. During the break, Ken Watlington just notified me it is National Hot Dog Day.
That's right.
Shout out Joey Chestnut.
I guess Happy Glizzy Day?
Oh, yeah. And the popular question on when you talk hot dogs is, what do you get on your hot dog?
And Ken, you stole my question, you son of a...
Ah, my bad. I'll try not to host
You've
the
come
show.
to the right place.
All right, answer Ken's question.
Mustard, ketchup, onions, light on the chili.
Okay. That's your perfect hot dog.
That is my perfect hot dog.
Jackson, can you eat hot dogs?
Without the bun.
Okay.
I can't say the last time I had a hot dog with one, so
I'm going to
forfeit this one.
All right, I'm giving you a gluten-free bun.
Okay.
And a hot dog. What are you putting on it?
Mustard, ketchup. That's probably about it. Because I don't eat hot dogs.
No.
I just don't.
We found out yesterday Jackson's not good at the food questions.
Okay, yeah.
I'm awful.
I'm going to go mustard.
Yes, of course.
I'm okay if ketchup's on it, but I think I'm going to keep this one off on my perfect dog. So give me mustard, give me onions, give me chili, and I think I'm good. Mustard, chili, onions.
I guess I'm going the only one that's going to say mustard, chili, onions, slaw.
Gotta have slaw, okay.
Now, the question is, do you like chili with or without the beans?
Without the beans on the hot dog. I love regular
no
chili
beans.
with the beans,
No beans.
but hot dog chili's just got to kind of be
I
the
don't
meat.
mind the ones with the beans.
And I'm okay with slaw. I'm okay with spicy chili, but on my perfect dog, it's kind of the sweet chili.
Ketchup should never be anywhere near a hot dog.
See, that's
I like
this is
ketchup
some
with
elitist
it.
behavior.
I like ketchup with it, but don't drown it. Like just a little sliver of ketchup, more mustard than ketchup.
You know what pisses me off more than people putting ketchup on a hot dog?
What's that?
People who talk about people who put ketchup on hot dogs.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
I'll be back here next week.
And you know what's the worst, Ken?
What?
People that talk about people that talk about people that put ketchup on hot dogs. Oh. So I'm the worst. See how I did that?
But you don't know that I know that you know.
Ken, yesterday's question, because Bryce Williams during the break said, man, give me a jug of milk, which I don't know what constitutes as a jug, a dozen donuts, and a movie. And he said, I'm going to feel bad afterwards, but man, that would be a fun night. I'm more of a...
What kind of donuts?
They were original glazed.
Hot? or you get them from Walmart that they've been sitting there a while.
Hot.
Oh yeah, sign me up. I'm down. I don't know about a whole jug. But.
Now I'm more of a savory guy. So the question was, if we were hanging out and we had a large pizza and a dozen donuts, would you let me eat the majority of the pizza because you're going to eat the majority of the donuts? Or would you prefer savory or sweet in that scenario?
I think I would probably double dip. I was like, let me put half this donut on this pepperoni.
Okay. If you had to choose one side,
where's the pizza from?
Jesus,
there's so many different types and styles and places. I mean,
it's DiGiorno and it's
Krispy Kreme. Give me Krispy Kreme
donuts that I picked up from the grocery store.
I think I'm still going with grocery store donuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, point being is, even though I look the way I do, not much of a sweet guy. More of a.
I'm really not either, but I love some Krispy Kreme donuts.
I'm awful at portion control when it comes to meals. That's where I stand. All right, Ken Watlington joining us a few more minutes. Ken, anything on the sports side you guys are following right now? A lot of summer baseball. We're gearing up for football.
Yeah, I mean high school football starts practice in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Some colleges, I think State Carolina will start their practice a little bit earlier than everybody else because they play week 0. So they'll be on the practice field here in probably a week and a half. We're counting down to it. We do have the summer league team still going. The Down East Bird Dogs on their all-star break right now. I mean, there's stuff going on. It's a weird time of the year, but I like the summer. I mean, there's still enough going on to keep you interested, and then you have some downtime where you don't have to, like in the fall and during basketball season, I feel like I have to make my schedule around games that I want to watch.
True, yeah. You're wearing a Commander shirt today. Chandler, before you came in, said Ken needs to get new clothes, and I was like, what's wrong with Ken's clothes?
Yeah, what's
they
wrong,
look
man?
fine to me, and he said, no, he's losing so much weight. So another
I appreciate
compliment
it, Chan.
going your way.
I actually gained a little bit in the last month or two, but whatever.
Will you watch Quarterback featuring Jaden Daniels, knowing that it was about last season and how last season went?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna watch it?
Yeah, I mean that's our guy, right? You want to see how he dealt with the adversity, and and how he's rallied to be better and stronger and healthier, and faster and meaner and more competitive and just all around just amazing.
I think you got me on board.
Okay,
I'll check it out. Jamie agrees with Ken on ketchup. Jay says definitely coleslaw. Throw some jalapenos on it.
Ooh, okay.
Look, it's a hot dog. Everybody's got their style.
I remember being in Chicago one time. Went to this place called Gene and Jude's. They have a sign: "Do not ask for ketchup. You will be asked to leave."
That's fine. And
I was like, I kind of like this place. I still asked for ketchup though. No, I didn't.
Well, isn't a Chicago dog like way too many things?
Yeah, they didn't really have what you think of a Chicago dog with the sport peppers or whatever and all that stuff. And I mean, it was just like regular chili dogs.
Yeah,
but no ketchup.
I know you're a big ball game guy, Ken.
Ball game guy.
What's the best, like you said peanuts last time, but have you gone the crazy route? Any crazy ballpark food you've had?
Oh, absolutely. There's something at a Chase Field in Phoenix called the Sonoran. I think it's called the Sonoran hot dog. I have a picture of it. I'll show you off air. I think that's what it's called. It was like a foot-long hot dog, pinto beans, jalapenos. I mean, it was insane, and it was delicious.
Is it a regular bun, or is it... looks like a croissant or something.
Yeah, it's some type of like bigger bun because it has so much crap in it. It's kind of not like a hoagie roll, but something a little bit bigger because it's got all that stuff it needs to try to hold. But
bacon wrapped?
Yes, bacon. Yes, that's exactly it.
Onions, peppers, salsa, beans. Man, the Sonora dog.
I also remember at the old Miller Park, whatever they call it now in Milwaukee, they had nachos on a stick. So they somehow deep fried nachos like a corn dog. And it was also fantastic.
If you're offered a brat or a dog, what are you picking?
Probably a dog.
Man,
yeah.
I'm a brat man.
Really?
Big brat man. Robert says, how about cheese on the dog?
I could do cheese. Yeah.
I like the ones where the cheese is inside the dog.
Oh, yeah. Like off the roller at the Speedway.
Well, maybe I'd like to buy them from the grocery store. But whatever floats your boat. All right, good dog talk.
But you can't put too much because, like, the bun's kind of a little soggy, and you take that one bite, and the whole hot dog falls out the bottom.
Also, shame on you, Jackson.
Oh.
You said earlier when we were picking what side of sporting events we wanted to watch, you said, what are we going to do, watch some horses? I can't believe you said that on National I Love Horses Day. I mean, what a jerk.
Get over it.
National I Love Horses Day, and you said, what am I going to do? Watch a bunch of horses? We'll take a break, come back. Donnell Coley joins us hour 2. Jim Lighthall as well from USF for an Appliances Superstore opponent preview. Back with you after this.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Hello, friends. There are certain places where magic happens in golf. Augusta, St. Andrews, Pinehurst, and the Birdie Bar. Here, every drive feels 30 yards longer, and every friend suddenly becomes a swing coach after 2 or 3 beers. Step inside for world-class golf simulators, great drinks, and the kind of atmosphere that makes even a triple bogey feel memorable. The Birdie Bar in Greenville, where the only bad lie is the one that says, you don't have time for golf.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
We're back with you, Pirate Radio Live, and a big 2 hours left on our show. Got an Appliances Superstore opponent preview coming your way in just a little bit with Jim Lighthall from USF. We'll talk some South Florida Bulls football, and also Jared Waters, stand-up comedian. Well, let me introduce our guest, Donnell Coley. Hello, Donnell.
Well, hello there.
Did you see the video of the comedian from ECU talking to the guy from ECU?
Yeah.
Shirley, can we play that again? So this was, we found it over the weekend. I don't know when it was from, but let's hear that real quick.
Where y'all coming from? Y'all clap. Where we coming from, brother? Carolina! What? Come on, Bojangles Biscuits. Good to see you up in here. Take your shirt off. Spin around your head. What part of North Carolina? Greenville. What? Shut your mouth and keep on talking. What you talking about, Greenville? Dog, I went purple. No! I know y'all think we speaking a different language right now, but y'all went to college, East Carolina University. No, you did. Yes, I did. I swear to Moses. You went to ECU. What year did you go? 11. Oh, I'm definitely way older than you. No, I got out 11. I went 07. I was there when Skip Holtz was there. Me too. What the freak? Do we know each other? Dog, what's your name? Jay Free. Yeah, we don't know each other, but shout out to Jay Free. Welcome, man. Good to see you. Carolina boys up in here.
So I saw that and I was like, man, we got to try to get this guy on the show. And we reached out to him through Instagram and got him on, talked to him a couple hours ago. And we had a good conversation going, and he's hilarious, but he kind of buried the lead, tried to walk on to the ECU football team, went through spring practice, and has a ton of stories about old players and coaches. So we got that coming up at 5 o'clock. And I'm excited to share it with folks.
I'm going to be tuned in. That's awesome.
Very, very good stuff. Jamie says, man, Donnell's shirt is loud. Captain America over here.
Let's go. I had to do it, man. Look, we got a rep.
Are you raising your voice at me? Hey, are you raising your shirt at him? Captain, I wish USA was playing, but
yeah, in spirit, in my mind, they are playing. That's why I'm wearing this.
Both of y'all are delusional because he's got, what is that, a Clint Dempsey?
That is a great call. It is Clint Dempsey.
Clint Dempsey. There's only like so many guys to choose from.
That's fair.
But I thought I remember him being number 8.
Yes.
Donnell, who's your favorite Marvel comic character? Is it Captain America?
No, definitely Black Panther.
All right.
Yeah, definitely Black Panther. But it was for the Team USA look. That's why I'm wearing this. That's why I'm wearing. Really, I'm not a Marvel guy, to be honest with you.
You don't like the movies?
I really don't. Nope, not a Marvel guy. But I saw this and I knew this was it. This was the one.
During the break for Jared, did we talk about this? Where I did my favorite movie? Yeah, I think you were here.
Oh, yeah. I was here. I'm not going to forget that ever.
Not going to bring that up again.
Never going to forget that.
I was angry at Jared. Jared will be back tomorrow. It's the last day of physical therapy today. How about that?
PTP.
Donnell, it is National Hot Dog Day. I'm giving you a hot dog and a hot dog bun, and then you've got all the condiments in the world to choose from. What are you putting on your dog?
Let's go chili. So I go, if I'm out in public and I want to, I'm at a festival or something, I go chili. I get the works. Chili, cheese, onions. What else? Not relish. We're not doing relish. Maybe mustard. I'll allow mustard. But yeah, I'll get the works. Whatever the works is.
All right. So you're not too picky?
Not too picky. Not too picky. Not too picky when at home, I'm just like, regular dog, maybe ketchup, maybe. But who knows? Just regular dog for me. If it's like Nathan's, it's gotta be Nathan's though. Nathan's hot dog.
Your brand, committed brand?
Nathan's. I just feel like Nathan's has the best hot dog.
Brand loyal, I think is what I was.
I think it's a New York thing.
Everybody up there. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Everybody up there eats Nathan's.
You're a baseball guy. You're a Yankees fan. Did you watch the home run derby?
No, I didn't get to see that, man. And it was a good week for the Yankees, like as far as for the MVP and all that stuff. But no, I didn't get to watch it.
So you said you didn't get to see it.
No.
Were you doing something
Netflix?
else? Or?
I don't have Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It was on Netflix, right?
I was gonna. Okay, well, interesting. So did you mind not watching? Like again, I loved it when I was a kid.
Right.
We got a scoring chance here for Argentina, but a nice save by the keeper. And we remain 0-0. Argentina still threatening.
Another one. Wow.
Off the side of the net. And again, this is the second minute of the second half. Argentina putting a threat on, and it is 0-0. So I love the Derby, All-Star Game, all that as a kid. Don't really care about it now. But, man, we had some drama. We had Kyle Schwarber hitting 11 in the final round in front of his home fans who wanted him to bring home the trophy. And then Jordan Walker got up and said, no, sir, a clutch, 6 straight homers to win. So anytime you can get some drama like that, shout out to the Philly fans, I got to say. I mean, they packed the house. They were loud. So credit to them. I hate to say it. But man, it made for a fun event.
Yeah, I mean, they changed the rules back. So, I mean, of course, we all loved that growing up, watching the home run derby, the two going at it. And, I mean, they didn't do the outs thing, right? They didn't do that like they had back
They did 20 pitches, and then on your last one, if you kept hitting home runs, you could keep going. No timer. Yeah.
Instead of this, like, okay, let's watch them hit 20 and then get tired. And then, the finals is kind of just whatever, who lasted longest.
That's a good point, because I heard a lot of the debate about, is it more home runs the better? You just want guys hit. But, yeah, if you can get guys, and being gassed is part of it. Yeah. There is a stamina part to the Derby, but you're right. Less overall homers, but the drama that it brought.
We want drama, man.
I say keep it.
That's what we want in this country. We want drama. Give us the drama.
And there's always places to find drama. Another baseball note. So today, the subcommittee, and again, I don't know what if there's a subcommittee and an oversight committee, you want to be on oversight, not sub. But the rules subcommittee approved the usage of ABS in college baseball. This still requires baseball oversight committee approval, but is expected to be implemented in 2027. It can be used in any game where the tech is available. Your thoughts, Donnell?
I mean, so that's when you know something's going to happen in a sport is when they start experimenting. When they say, oh, we're just experimenting with no.
Right.
People are talking seriously about this. When they start, like, what was it, the SEC tournament that they start doing it? So when they start doing it one place, and especially a big conference like the SEC, that's your signal to say, hey, this is coming. Like, and we've talked about it up there in the press box. We're like, it's going to come. Like, it has to come because anything that the professional ranks start experimenting with or actually start implementing, it trickles down eventually. So this is kind of quick for me, though, that it's actually happening that soon. So that's surprising.
And, in baseball, the manager is still the manager. He makes the lineup card. He tells you to come in, go out of the game. But the players are making a lot more than the manager. The players are, to the fans, more important than the manager. So if you see a guy going on his own and tapping the helmet, that's one thing. College is a lot different. And, Cliff Godwin has control of his program, as all college baseball coaches do. So that is going to be an interesting point to me, Donnell. Do these players have clearance to do it in the first inning? If there's a runner on third in the second inning, do you do it then? Like, when are you going to allow your players to do so, or do you just let them go rogue and challenge whenever they want?
I think you give guys who you trust and know that they know that strike zone, and they know, so guys like Jack Herron was here. He would have he would have a green light till forever. Like just get, so that's how I think that should work.
And Braden's only a sophomore, but I feel like he's a guy.
I feel like he's one of those top 2 or 3 guys. Like, now the rest of you guys, hey, listen to me. If you do it, you're getting pulled out.
Because you don't have time really to look over, do you? You might have a split second to look over, you see them tapping, you quickly tap. Maybe you do have time to do that. But in the majors, if you hesitate at all, the ump's saying, up, not quick enough.
Right. That is going to be something you kind of have to legislate, trying to, see what time limit you have on that. So, yeah, I get it. But I think there's a conversation that needs to be had before the season. Like,
sure.
Hey, no, you're not a guy that's doing that. I'm sorry.
I'm excited to ask that at Media Day to Cliff Godwin, February 2027. So don't steal that question.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm excited to hear his answer to your question, because that ain't going to be my question.
Don't steal that like Chandler stole your question that one time. Or I can't remember what it was. Oh, something about what do you know about an opponent? What do you know about those? Who do we play? Tennessee? Those Tennessee Volunteers. Talked about this with Mully yesterday, and you're a baseball fan, Donnell. You don't see too many like 5'10", 5'11" pitchers, most of the guys. In fact, I looked up the average. What do you think the average height, or at least according to Google
for
AI?
Pitchers, MLB pitchers, I'd say, let's go right even number 6, so 6 foot.
It's taller than I thought. This says 6'2", 6'3".
That is
the average height.
Yes.
I bring that up because Ethan Norby was drafted, and we know he's an absolute bulldog, and looking forward to seeing what he can do at the next level. But what's your take on Ethan Norby and his chances to be a Major League Baseball pitcher?
I don't doubt, because of his competitive nature, and then he already has the wherewithal with his older brother being in the majors. So I asked him that. We had a discussion. We had an interview last week before the draft, and I'm like, hey, how does that kind of factor in? You're like, well, we play different positions. He's telling me, we play different positions, a little bit different for me. But, just the mindset of going to 162, however many games he has to go, as opposed to college, you have like 60 games. So he's ready for that already, mentally. So it's all about just catching up physically and whatever that requires.
Donnell Coley joining us. Question from Jay in the chat. Guess the Pirates away uniforms for the opener against Alabama. A little uniform talk in mid-July.
I like it.
So we know Bama is going to go. You don't even have to question it. They're going to have the. Now, I don't want to get the word wrong. Are they burgundy? Are they maroon?
Crimson.
That's right there in the name.
They're the Crimson Tide.
They're going to have the crimson helmets with the white numbers. They're going to have the crimson uniforms with the white numbers, and they're going to have the white pants. That is how they roll. Not a lot of questions about it. No black in that uniform, so I was thinking, if you go white top, black. You could go Oreo look. But I think since you're on ABC, and this is let's get everything we can out about ECU, I think you got to go, and we can wear our white.
I want to see what your answer is because what I'm thinking. I want to see if it's the same thing.
Don't we have the modern throwbacks as a white uniform? I believe we do, right? Or is it purple?
It's purple.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're going to go white.
We have the white classic helmets, but we don't have the jersey top.
Okay. Do we go white, purple? Do we go white? Do we go purple, white, purple?
I don't think you do dark. I think white's the good play there. I think white, and is that a goal?
It is.
It is.
We got an England goal.
English.
It is not Harry Kane.
Sir Harry.
It is another white bloke, lad from England. So it's not Billingsley. That was the guy that was scoring all the other goals, right?
No, Jude Bellingham.
Bellingham.
That's definitely not Bellingham.
I know. Thank you, Jack. 1-0 England leading Argentina.
Sir David Beckham is thrilled. Thrilled.
And that's going to count.
Getting all the hugs. Onside.
I believe it's going to count. Yeah.
Onside.
Wait a minute. Wait for it. Oh, yeah. Beauty. A beautiful goal for England, and they take a 1-0 lead. So, you know what? I think since you're on ABC, you want to get that purple out there.
So, are we talking the helmets?
I think you go purple helmet, white jersey, purple pants.
I don't hate it. I mean, I don't hate it. I do like their white helmets. I'm not going to lie, though. Every time I see them in there, I would not hate an all white look.
And that's fine. Yeah.
I wouldn't hate that.
I like to see the white helmets with the purple face mask, white tops, and then the white alternate bottoms that we have with just the purple on them instead of the purple and gold stripe.
Do we have a purple helmet with the pirate script? Or does
yes,
it just...
our blackout helmets last year were like that.
Yeah.
It was a weird purple with a black face mask and then the white script pirates across the side. It was kind of weird, but
ECU purple helmets because I do. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Jackson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There, those do exist. You like that? You
there,
like that
right there.
You like that with the white?
Man, those white helmets are so clean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
I just think you want to show off purple.
You got to have some. I mean, there's purple in the script there, but I agree.
I'm going to change. I'm going to go white helmets with the script pirate purple and the gold face mask.
Okay.
And I'm going to go white uniforms.
Just a clean,
and I'm gonna
crispy
go,
white look.
I'm going to go purple pants.
Oh, okay.
I think they want to show off some purple.
All right. Okay. All right.
That would be my pick.
All right.
I like that.
Donnell, you want to go white?
Yeah, let's do it. It's going to look so clean. It's a noon game. Like, the sun's going to be just that southern sun is just going to be hitting it.
Noon kickoff, too.
Reflecting off of that. Yeah, for sure.
Jerry wants to see the classic flying ECU helmet, which we last played Bama in the 80s, and that would be, we do have those available too, right?
Oh, let's see.
Did we bring that back?
Let's see that. What's that look like?
Flying.
Do we bring that logo back? ECU helmet. Flying.
I want to say we did it for a throwback one year.
Yeah, like that. Pirates to wear those. Those helmets.
Was that the Charlotte game this year? This past season?
Oh, the classic '90s soaring.
Yeah, the '90s.
Yeah, that was against Charlotte.
Charlotte game,
right? I was kind of upset that I missed that one.
That's right. Okay, I'm changing my mind
like
again.
That. I would like that.
We wear those.
Here we go.
With the white and
purple
and white.
You want to go? Okay.
Now
You know what? I like that. I like that a lot.
I feel like that's what we did in the '90s a lot. We'll go classic ECU helmet, purple, gold face mask, white jerseys, white pants.
I like that.
All right. Now I can change this 4 more times.
I have a feeling you are. Yeah. Ask him tomorrow. Let's see what.
Yeah, I'll see what I say tomorrow. All right, Jerry, I'm gonna go with your idea. Donnell, what you got going on at the Daily Reflector?
Legion Ball tonight. Post 39s down 1 in the series, best of 5 series. This is the East Area 1 East final, and the trip to the state championship is on the line.
All right. Good luck to Post 39 and all the area kids playing for those. Playing for that squad. We'll check out Donnell, pages of the Daily Reflector online, reflector.com, and we'll talk to you next week, man.
Yes, sir.
Donnell Coley joining us when we return. An opponent preview brought to you by Appliances Superstore. We'll talk to Jim Lighthall. He is the play-by-play voice of the USF Bulls. Got that on the way when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC, and Truck Month continues. We've got Sierra 1500, 0% for 5 years. You heard me right, 0%. Sierra 2500 HDs, 4.9 plus $2,000 in purchase allowance. Canyon Elevation, 3.9 for 5 years plus $3,000 purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Whether you're joining us for lunch or dinner, Basil's is the place to be this summer. Stop by and explore Basil's new summer specialty menu, featuring fresh, bold flavors in every bite. Enjoy favorites like our fried green tomatoes, the ahi tuna salad, a delicious tuna sandwich, the crowd favorite seafood sensation, and more. Then cool off at the bar with an ice-cold beer, a glass of wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted specialty cocktails. And don't worry, your Basil's favorites and our full regular menu are available every day. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
Vacation should be about relaxing, not wondering about what's happening back home.
With SCI Technologies, you don't have to. Your property is protected from every angle. Cameras watching, fire protection, the alerts are there before a small problem becomes a big one.
And if something does happen, you know instantly. A motion alert, a quick glance at your phone, and you're back to relaxing.
Because real security doesn't just protect your property, it protects your peace of mind. So go ahead, unplug, unwind, and enjoy the trip.
We've got the rest.
SCI Technologies, protecting what matters no matter where you are.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Hello, friends. There are certain places where magic happens in golf. Augusta, St. Andrews, Pinehurst, and the Birdie Bar. Here, every drive feels 30 yards longer, and every friend suddenly becomes a swing coach after 2 or 3 beers. Step inside for world-class golf simulators, great drinks, and the kind of atmosphere that makes even a triple bogey feel memorable. The Birdie Bar in Greenville, where the only bad lie is the one that says, you don't have time for golf.
This is Bruce Bivens, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And Doug Henry is easy to find. They're on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Argentina continuing to threaten, but cannot get a goal in as of yet. It is 1-0 England in the 64th minute on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, and our World Cup update brought to you by Greenville United FC. All right, let's get to our Appliances Superstore opponent preview. If you need appliances today, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen. You can skip the wait, take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location, 301 Plaza Drive. Discover incredible savings on top brands. Want to see what's available before you stop by? You can do that as well. Visit the website, AppliancesSuperstore.com. Click the in-stock menu and shop the exact appliances that they have ready today. Appliances Superstore, if it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates. And we will now hear from Jim Lighthall, play-by-play voice of the South Florida Bulls. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, play-by-play voice for the South Florida Bulls, Jim Lighthall. Jim, I appreciate your time. How you doing?
Real good. Thanks for having me, Clip.
And it was a little weird for me to say that, and I talked to Jim Lauk and said it'll be a little odd not talking to Jim Lauk, who I believe up to this point has called every South Florida football game in school history. Is that right, Jim?
That's correct. Jim did 29 years. He called every single game. I was with him from day one on football. So we're probably the answer to some trivia questions in USF lore. But man, Jim was really, really good, and I'm very fortunate to be able to take over for him in the broadcast booth.
Well, that's great. Should be a smooth transition. Same first name, and you've been around there for a long, long time, as you said. So it should be exciting for you, and you should be able to call some pretty good football this year. I know some expectations there in South Florida, so we can kind of start there. How'd the off-season go, and how are folks feeling around Tampa?
Well, first of all, you bring up a great point right off the bat, is that there's expectations. And honestly, you go back 3 years and there were no expectations. I've always said that the worst thing that you can be in college football, you can have a bad team, but if you're irrelevant, there's nothing worse than that. And the Bulls fell into that kind of that chasm after Willie Taggart, where they were just irrelevant. Charlie Strong had a good year and a half, but man, they just had so many problems, couldn't win games. Nobody really was caring about them at all. There was no buzz in town for South Florida athletics when you talk about men's basketball or football. And then Alex Golish comes around and brings this dynamic, explosive, fast-paced, fun brand of football, and they started winning games. And it was a lot of fun last year for sure. With a 6-1 start, they ended up 9-4. Certainly not where they wanted to be at the end of the year, but they were a ton of fun. And now you find Brian Hartline as your new head coach, and there are expectations for this program. I don't know what you can ask of the guy in year one, because he has 41 transfers. He has 65 new players on his roster. Welcome to the new day and age in college athletics. Everyone is kind of in the same boat, but when your coach leaves, it's even worse. But he is certainly accomplished as an assistant coach, as a former NFL player, as a college player, as an assistant coach at Ohio State, and he was ready. There's no doubt. If USF hadn't gotten him as the head coach, someone else would have, but he wanted to come to Florida, so we're very fortunate to have him.
Before we look ahead, Jim, real quick, I'm going back a ways, but in 2008, East Carolina opened up with a neutral site win over ranked Virginia Tech, and then a home win over West Virginia, and ended up winning week 3 against Tulane. And the ranking was in the teens. ESPN was around interviewing guys after practice. It wasn't just us local folks, and there was a major excitement. How about the start to last season? And you go into that week 3 date against Miami. Like, is this South Florida? Are they a top 5 team in the country at this point after the Boise and Florida wins? But how about just the start to the season and the excitement that brings to a program and to a school?
Yeah, it's not very often that you get a lot of questions answered 5 minutes into your season. And the Bulls really did answer some questions right away against a good Boise State team, beat them up pretty good on national television, got some attention. And then you go to Florida. Place had never won, had never beaten Florida before. You go there now, fast forward to the end of the season. Florida's not almighty Florida that they had been in years past, but we didn't know that at the time. I don't think anyone knew that at the time. You go in there, you beat them, and then you got the Miami game. We get beat up pretty good by them, who ends up in the national championship game. So I mentioned the 6-1 start, and they're being talked about in the college football playoff. At that point, it was, I personally, going into the season clip, I thought if they could get one of the 3 wins against Boise State, Florida, and Miami, it would be great. Well, after 2 weeks, the Bulls are 2-0 and going down to Miami, and they are the darling of college football at that point. Everybody was talking about the Bulls at that point. Miami certainly had something to say about that and brought us back down to earth a little bit. But again, the start of the season was a dream scenario for them. They would have loved to have been 7-0, but 6-1 would have been the next best thing.
Usually, like the first place I start here previewing a team is your coach back, is your quarterback back, and if those answers are yes, like UTSA, then you're feeling pretty good. If those answers are no, you're a little worried. But in South Florida's case, I think the answers are no, right? But the feeling is still we're gonna have a good football team to put out there. So you mentioned Brian Hartline. How about some of the guys on offense you're excited about for this season, and the quarterback position being one?
Well, the quarterback position, if you don't have a quarterback, you can't win in college football or pro football or high school or, under 12. It doesn't matter. If you don't have somebody that can do that, then you're not going to win games. We had a really good one in Byron Brown, and Byron Brown certainly turned that into a great spot at Auburn, just like Alex Golish. I think Byron Brown would have been silly to stay here another year. He had proved in this league what he could do. He was the most dynamic player in the league. You can say what you want about Drew Mestemaker, but Drew Mestemaker wasn't keeping coaches up at night like Byron Brown was, with his ability to throw the ball and to run with the ball. So we're sad to see him go. But with that comes an opportunity for others. You talk about Michael Van Buren, who comes in as a transfer from LSU, started at Mississippi State, started games at the end of the season with LSU. And then Luke Krummenhoek is also a former 4-star quarterback who started at Florida State, put up some good numbers there in a couple of games, and then he ends up at Mississippi State, lo and behold. So those 2 guys come in, and they're going to be the ones that are looking at the starting job. They're going to be there's people behind them, but it's those 2, and that's where the competition is going to start. We had an opportunity to see both of them in the spring. Krummenhoek is more of a pocket passer. He can move. Van Buren is a little bit more of a dual threat. I think he certainly has more starting experience. And I think if you polled people in and around the program that don't make decisions, they would say that Van Buren is probably going to be the guy in the lead going into the fall. A lot can change over that stretch. Who can pick up the offense? Now, here's the thing. Everybody's in the same boat. It's not like a transfer comes in and there's a guy at quarterback who was under the previous coach, and maybe he knows the system. None of these guys know the system. So everybody's starting with a level playing field, and it's going to be who outworks the other ends up going to be winning the job.
Jim, I got my trusty Phil Steele magazine here. We'll talk to Phil Steele on the show coming up on Friday. And as you look at last year's results for USF, you see a lot of 40s, 50s, some 60s thrown in there. They're putting points on the board. There is a lot of points scattered throughout this league, and sometimes it comes down to, hey, who can play the best defense? So how about the defensive side of the ball for South Florida? What are the expectations on that side?
Well, certainly it was a point of contention for this program the entire time under Alex Golish. I mean, they got better, but when you're talking about being ranked 125th in the country and then improving that to maybe 80th, I mean, that's still a 40-spot jump, but it's still not good enough to win you a league, and they didn't win the league. They had issues on the defensive side. I will say this: the one thing this team did under Alex Golesh was they took the football away. They took it away every single week. They had turnovers against Boise. They had turnovers against Florida. It won them the game. Their ability to get short fields, to capitalize on turnovers, points off turnovers, to me is the most unheralded thing in all of football. And the same thing with basketball too. If you can get extra possessions, and for Alex Golesh at the time, because of his ability to get his team to run 90 plays a game, you give them extra plays, they're going to score. Under Brian Hartline, and now you know this very well, Josh Aldridge is the new defensive coordinator at South Florida. He comes from East Carolina. He was really good there. His calling card is he took the ball away at ECU. Hopefully he'll bring that here to South Florida, and he's going to run the defense, and they've got a ton of new players. They've got C.J. Hicks, a 5-star kid who was at Ohio State. He's now there on the defensive line. Asani Redwood is from West Virginia. They got 3 kids from Florida. Pup Howard is a linebacker. I mean, Brian Hartline, you know he could recruit. Super easy to do at Ohio State. Come here, play for Big Ten championships. Come here, play for national championships. That's not a tough sell. But when he came to South Florida and started this recruiting pitch and got a ton of 5 and 4s to come here in the transfer portal. And listen, I'm not naive. There are guys that are 5s and 4s that didn't work out at their school for a reason because, well, one of two things. Either A, they couldn't play, or B, they couldn't get on the field. They couldn't get their opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually one of those two things. You're either no good or you didn't get an opportunity. They're going to find out at South Florida. They'll definitely get an opportunity because there's so many spots available with so many players leaving.
At my age, I know Brian Hartline as an old Dolphins receiver and was a good NFL wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think college football junkies know him as that recruiting, guru, if you will, that assistant coach for Ohio State. So his name recognition, I think, is there for older folks and younger folks too, right? I got to imagine the people are fired up to have him taking over and hopefully building on what Golesh did.
Well, Brian Hartline's name was out there as a candidate for a lot of jobs, and I heard his name said multiple times for the Penn State job when they were really scuffling to finally find somebody, and Hartline's name was brought up. It was a very interesting question. I asked Brian Hartline, why here? You know, you had an opportunity to go a lot of places. He probably could have waited another year and really taken a huge job. And he said, I played for the Miami Dolphins. My family knows the state of Florida, and my wife and I had always said, if we don't stay in Ohio, there's only one other place we're going, and that's the state of Florida. And he saw the potential for South Florida. He's seen what has happened here in the past, and he knows that they can play for championships. I'll say this, Clip. People look at USF and they go, look, you're in the American just like the rest of us. You can't compete for a national championship. And maybe that's true in the fact of where they're at right now. But every time realignment is brought up, one of the first names that's mentioned is South Florida. And there's a reason for that, because the administration, from the president on down to the board of directors, to the new athletic director, they all have one focus, and that is to act like a P4 school, to spend like a P4 school, and to eventually be a P4 school. South Florida is going to get their opportunity at some point when this next shuffle happens again. Right. I got to think. But if you're not spending the money on your roster and you're not acting big time, those big conferences aren't going to view you as big time, and they're not going to want you in your league.
Well said. Jim Lighthall joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. I know these schedules are done way, way in advance, but it's almost like teams looked at what happened with South Florida last year and said, we're not scheduling them, because it's a completely different look at the schedule non-conference wise. FIU, Delaware State, at Bowling Green, and Kent State is the non-conference schedule. Talk about night and day from last year, Jim, but that's an opportunity to hopefully, if you're a South Florida fan, pile up some wins. And looking at who you got in the American, Army, East Carolina, UTSA, Memphis, Tulane. So you're playing some good ones there in the American. And that's a factor, too, when we try to preview and forecast what's going to happen. You got to look at these conference schedules, because sometimes you're missing out on some of the big guys. Sometimes you're getting them all. So how do you look at this schedule for USF this year?
So this is really an anomaly. I mean, this is the 30th year of the program. Clip, they have always scheduled very difficult.
Yeah.
They have ducked no one. Every opportunity they got to play Florida State, and Miami, they took it. They've played them all multiple times.
We've
Gosh, you
seen
start
Alabama
rattling
there, right?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're supposed to play Alabama this year, and they backed out of that game. It was a 2-for-1, and they backed out of it. So you look through the years, and you start talking about Auburn and West Virginia and Notre Dame multiple times. I mean, they have ducked no one. And again, it was, if we want to be considered big time, then we have to play big time non-conference games, and that's exactly what they've done. Now, because Alabama dropped out this year, they really had to fight and find some schools. And I look at the non-conference, and for the first time in 30 years, I kind of go, okay, this is who we're playing. But it is an opportunity to go 4-0 in the non-conference and then get yourself set up for the conference schedule. And you're right. Who you play and who you don't play in the league matters whether or not you can get into that championship game. They've got Memphis again. I think that game on September 12th at Army is that's the second week in the season. That's going to set the tone for their entire year, because Army's difficult to play. They got to go on the road to play there. Didn't play them last year. Whether or not Brian Hartline's defense can stop that option. And you find out real quick if you're going to be a contender in the league. And then they got to go to UTSA, which is a super difficult team to play. Nobody wins out there, it feels like. So I think those are the two big games on their schedule. Memphis will certainly be difficult, but the non-conference for a change is very manageable. And I'm not kidding anybody. If this team wants to get to the playoff, they're going to have to be 11-1 or 12-0. And then get themselves into a conference title game, obviously. But anything less than that with this schedule is not going to fly.
It's getting tougher and tougher to predict these things with the transfers and everything. And you talked about all the newness there at USF. And I've seen a lot of different kind of scenarios play out on how the American could go this year. I've seen, Navy at the top. Tulane, we just figure they're going to roll the ball out and win 8, 9, 10 games because that's what they've done no matter who the coach is, it seems like. You've got, if UTSA could figure out how to win on the road consistently, you just pick them as the champion because, like you said, they don't lose at home. And then you get to kind of Army and Navy, ECU, South Florida. Memphis has a really good head coach with Charles Huff. What do they have? So feels like a crapshoot, Jim. Like, if you were asked to put together a poll, who would you have at the top of the American this year?
Wow, that I don't know. I mean, I'm being totally honest with you in answering that. I think South Florida's roster is good enough to win the league. Whether or not they can pick up Brian Hartline's his playbook and how his culture is and how he does things. I'll say this about Tulane. For years they were not a good team, not a good program. But there's a difference between having good seasons and having a good program. Tulane now has a good program. You can replace the coach and you can still keep on rolling, and they've proven that. Hopefully, South Florida is now at that level where Brian Hartline can pick up where Alex Golish built and keep running. Navy is – I love Navy because they don't beat themselves. They run a unique offense. They can now throw the ball a little bit, just enough to kill you. South Florida found out the hard way that it's not easy to go to Navy and win. Memphis, you don't know what you're getting from one week to the next. They can beat somebody good, then they lose to somebody bad. I would say Navy at the top if I had a gun to my head, but my brains might be all over the place after 3 weeks because I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this league. It's going to be fun. I know that.
I love Navy too, especially when they're not on our schedule. So this year I'm fine with Navy because they don't play ECU. But goodness gracious, keep them off our schedule, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Jim, while I got you here, man, I had many conversations with Jim Laukin, also the late great voice of the Pirates, Jeff Charles, who we miss every day around here. There was some bad in the 50s basketball games between USF and ECU over the years, and but to see what the Bulls did last year was remarkable. Let's go back to your program versus kind of flash in the pan season. Can USF basketball keep this thing rolling?
Yeah, first let me say we miss Jeff Charles A whole bunch.
Yeah.
Still hard for me to say that because this guy was one of my best friends in the league doing this job. It was very, very difficult. And I know the East Carolina family lost a great man. As for the basketball program, wow, this thing has flipped. You go back to Amir Abdur-Rahim 3 years ago, and he takes over a program that was middling, that was 500. Brian Gregory was always around 500, won a CBI, but could never really get over the hump. Amir turns the entire program on its ear just because of his attitude, his willingness to embrace the fan base, to take on the responsibility of bringing people into that building. And we lost him way too early. That was super tough on us. But what happened is the fan base started believing that this program can do something. The middle season there after Amir passed away was very tough. Ben Fletcher was on his staff. This all happened 10 days before the season started. I don't think the players, the coaching staff, the administration, or the broadcasters had any chance of things going well that year. They did the best they could. And then Brian gets the job for the basketball program last year, and Brian Hodgson just runs with super high octane, entertaining brand of basketball, again putting butts in seats, again winning games, and they win the league, and then they win the conference tournament. First time they had won a conference tournament in 36 years. Boy, it was a lot of fun, Clip. It was a ton of fun to watch that team. You knew he was going to have success because Alabama had success, and he's from that coaching ladder. And now we have Chris Mack, and there's a culture. There's a culture. It's an expectation. Again, something we have not had. And it's because this administration is saying, listen, we're willing to spend the money to get players. That's what it is now. I hate it. I don't like it, but that's what it is. So you might as well embrace it.
Yeah. Another big time coach in there then, and should I think continue the winning ways. Yeah, USF and East Carolina will go at it. That'll be a Friday night game here at home. So that we kind of got that one circled, Jim, as one of the big ones on the schedule this year. Looking forward to it. And who knows what that game will mean at that point in the year. But like you said, you were thinking playoff East Carolina. We were running over scenarios kind of in the last month or two. Okay, how can we get into the championship? So just to be in that spot's a lot of fun. And I think these two teams will have something to say when it comes to possibly playing in that championship this year.
Well, listen, the football games through the years have always been good between these two. The basketball games have always been good through the years. And really, I mean, I'm not kidding anybody when I say that a lot of times those football games and basketball games might have been played at maybe the second level in the league. This year, in the last couple of years, they've moved up to that top tier. These are games that other teams are going to pay attention to because it's going to affect who's got a shot in that championship game.
Jim, great stuff, man. Appreciate you joining us today. We'll catch up with you again the week of the game and talk more Bulls and Pirates, but have a great rest of your summer, and looking forward to hearing you on the call for as the play-by-play voice of USF this season. Appreciate it, Jim. Let's do it again down the road, man.
Always a pleasure. Anytime you need anything, Clip, let me know.
Awesome chat with Jim Lighthall, play-by-play voice of the USF Bulls. Circle that one. It's important preseason. We'll see where those teams are once we get there, but that could be a big one at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. We got a goal, and it's an Argentina goal, and that means we are tied in the 87th minute. We'll see if there's a late goal to end it in regulation, or if we're going to need some extra time and maybe even some PKs. Back with you to wrap up Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier
premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Happy 250th birthday, America! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil Ace Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram, or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart is your premier locally owned and operated country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. They have 3 locations to serve you on Highway 11 in Bethel, Highway 903 in Stokes, and their newest location, Highway 11 across from Ayden Grifton High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Heartbreak for England as Argentina has scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes and have taken a 2-1 lead. There's still about 6-7 minutes left to go in the game, in the match. But Argentina with 2 late goals and now lead 2-1. Does England have an answer, or is it all over for the Brits? Wow, major drama in the World Cup. old men are crying on our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and our World Cup update brought to you by Greenville United FC. That England fan should not be holding the World Cup in the stands. He needs to get rid of that. That's bad luck. Wow. Just moments ago, England had a 1-0 lead, led the entire match, and Argentina has scored 2. All right, short seg here. Thanks to Jim Lighthall for joining us. More Appliances Superstore's opponent previews coming Thursday. Ken LaVicka, voice of the FAU Owls. Next week, Dave Woloshin, voice of the Memphis Tigers. And on Friday, Phil Steele Day here on Pirate Radio. We'll talk to Phil Steele. We'll talk to him live at 11:30 on YouTube if you want to watch it then, and we'll serve it up later in the day on Pirate Radio Live. All right, let's take a time out. When we return, one-on-one with comedian Jared Waters, who name-dropped a lot of Pirates. I just sent him a text to Dakota Marshall and said, Dakota, do you remember this guy? He said he tried to walk on one spring to the football team, and he name-dropped a lot of guys, including you. And Dakota said, yes, I remember him, and sent a LOL. He is the comedian that kind of went viral for talking to an ECU fan in the audience. Awesome chat with Jared Waters coming up when we return Hour 3 Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Think downtown Greenville is hard to get to? Think again. The roads are open and downtown is ready for you. Come see us at Fish Street Hardware, where you can drive right in for great food, cold drinks, and entertainment all week long. Join us Tuesday for Singo Music Bingo, Wednesday trivia with $1.25 wings, every Thursday for live music or open mic, then kick off the weekend with live music Friday and Saturday, plus yappy hours and fun in the repair shop game room. The roads are open, the patio is waiting, and downtown Greenville is ready to welcome you at Fish Street Hardware.
The biggest sporting event in the world, and a superior light beer to match it. Michelob Ultra. For every match, every goal, every superior play on the world's biggest stage. Because from the pitch to the pour, superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior 4-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing. Proudly serving all of eastern North Carolina, owned and operated by Toot Boone. They offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, final minutes here as Argentina, 2 late goals to take the lead over England and perhaps advance to the final against Spain coming up this weekend. We had a comment from Hunter. Is England the Buffalo Bills of soccer? Yes and no. England has won a World Cup. You got to go back to 1966. Their one and only World Cup.
How do you remember that, Clip?
I don't. I'm just looking up Wikipedia, but thank you,
okay.
Rajay.
Yeah, just checking.
I'll be honest.
I'll be honest with you.
I'll be honest with you. But that's a pretty decent comparison, I would say.
As a Bills fan, I see it.
Yeah.
Every year, it's like, oh, well, now we've put together this great team behind our centerpiece, Josh Allen, or in this case, Harry Kane. He's finally got, more than just himself, and then they fall short.
And
every single time.
How about this, Rajay? England has never been a runner-up, so unlike the Bills, they can't even get there.
How you remember that, Clip?
I just looked it up again.
My God!
So maybe we need a different. They're the Jets. They won a long time ago.
And they can't get back.
And now can't get back. So we're gonna call England the Jets of the soccer world.
Could it be the Dolphins?
Yeah, Dolphins won a few, but they have not been back in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what you think about a long time, they could be Washington as well. It's been since the early 90s since Washington won a Super Bowl.
That's not too far back.
Dolphins, I guess you got to go back to the 80s. Yeah. All right, let's get to our chat because this is going to take up a lot. By the way, it is a final. Messi is inevitable. Argentina and Messi will advance to the World Cup finals.
Which means that is an OG final.
Shirley and Wes. Together again, like they've always been. All right. So over the weekend, we posted this. You saw it a lot of places. Jared Waters, comedian, was doing a stand-up routine. Asked the guy in the audience where... Hell, let's play that one more time, Shirley. Just the intro, the interview.
Where y'all coming from? Y'all clap. Where we coming from, brother? What? Come on, Bojangles Biscuits. Good to see you up in here. Take your shirt off. Spin around your head. What part of North Carolina?
Dude, I'm doing so well, man.
Shut your mouth and keep on talking. What you talking about, Greenville? Dog, I went purple.
It went viral in Eastern North
I know y'all think we speaking a different language right now, but y'all went to college, East Carolina University. Yes, I did. I swear to Moses. You went to ECU. What year did you go?
Found out he was from Greenville, North
Oh, I'm definitely way older than you. No, I got out at 11. I went 07. I was there when Skip Holtz was there.
Jared, I believe you're
What the freak? Do we know each other? No, what's your name? Jay Free.
So,
Yeah, we don't know each other, but
I call myself
shout out to
Florida
Jay
by
Free.
the way
Welcome,
of
man. Good to see you.
Carolina
boys up in here.
Netherlands, Japan.
So he saw
So
that.
my dad,
said, "Man, we gotta find
we
this
were
guy."
always
I said,
bouncing
"Shirley,
around
see if
our
this
whole
guy
life
a
in
message on
Virginia.
Instagram. Let's get him
And
on Pirate
but
Radio."
my dad is from North Carolina.
And
My dad's
sure
from a
enough,
town
he
called Trenton,
said he was
North
fired
Carolina.
up to do it. So I talked to him
like
a
in
few
Jones
hours
County,
ago.
from the woods, but my
Awesome
mother's from
chat
Greenville.
with Jared Waters, and
So
then
they used to have
surprise
this
twist in the middle of
tradition.
this thing. He
My
told
mother
me
went to
that
East
he
Carolina. My dad went to
tried
East
to
Carolina.
walk on for ECU
You might know
football,
my
which led
cousin
to
Richard
even more
Coons. He
stories.
played
So here's my
football 2000.
conversation with comedian Jared Waters.
Yeah,
All
big
right,
muscles,
joining
big
us on the
flex
show
Coons.
today.
So Richard Coons, his mother and my dad are siblings. So like all of my family pretty much went to East Carolina, but my dad was the first one that moved away, and he served in the military, went to the Air Force. So I was living in the Netherlands. I was living in Japan, but I did live in Greenville for 3 years, from like 5th grade to 7th. I went to Elmhurst.
Okay.
Remember I don't know if it's still there, but it's right next to the stadium.
Right in the shadow of the stadium. Yep.
Yeah, they've been trying to buy that place so much, but Elmhurst is holding on.
That's awesome, man. Koontz. So I went to D.H. Conley High School. I grew up here. I've been here forever. I'm the opposite of you, Jared. I can't leave, I guess. But yeah, Koontz. I was interning. I was a student interning at Pirate Radio, and he was on one of the first teams. I remember kind of covering ECU back in the day. So yeah, you said you were here during the Skip Holtz era.
That coach, that coached, his name was he was a skinny dude.
I know his name, John Thompson.
You know what I'm talking? No, before John Thompson.
Oh,
he was
Steve
before
Logan. Steve Logan.
Steve Logan was my neighbor.
How was he as a neighbor? He's an interesting
He was
guy.
super cool. So I
Okay.
live in a place called Planter's Walk. You ever heard of that place?
I don't believe so, but
1809 Crooked Creek Road. That's where I was in Greenville. So
that's amazing. Yeah.
He lived next to us, and every time they won, people would love him and hang the flags up. And every time they lost, they would like switch the flag to, I guess, American flag. But my dad got stationed there my dad got stationed there for 3 years to teach ROTC at East Carolina.
Wow. Okay.
So that was my mom's dream thing, because she missed home. So when we got stationed to Greenville, he taught at East Carolina. That's when I went to school there. And my mom walked over to Steve Logan and goes, "My son is Richard Koontz, and he's a linebacker at Jacksonville, North Carolina." And he goes, okay. And then she's like, "Trust me, you're gonna pick him up." So he was really cool. But that's when East Carolina played Michael Vick. Remember those days?
Yeah, I remember that game, that Thursday night game that got out of hand against Virginia Tech.
And maybe the year before was when we played them on a Saturday. But my dad got tickets, so he would always bring us to East Carolina games. And I remember walking up to Michael Vick because it was during halftime. They're blowing us out. And every player was like, "Hey, yo, go get Michael Vick." And they go, no. Hey, go get Vic. Hey, we didn't care about the game. Hey, Vic, sign my jersey, please. It was people walking up, grabbing diaper bags and asking Michael Vick to sign it. I think that's when David Gerard was there. Was it David Gerard?
David Gerard was our quarterback.
David Gerard was there.
Great player. Yep. Awesome
Freaking
stuff.
buff dude. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I was there when that big hurricane was there, and we beat Miami.
Okay, in Raleigh. So we
didn't remember. Didn't we play in the Carolina Panther Stadium, because
they played at NC State Stadium.
That's what it was
here, and they beat a really good Miami team in 1999 in Raleigh. Yep.
And that was the last time we lived in America, and we left to Japan after that.
Wow, man, that's some awesome stuff there. How about Steve Logan in 2026? Are you familiar with the UFL, Jared, the Spring Football League? They just had?
Well, that's with The Rock, right?
Yeah, he is involved in that. Steve Logan was the offensive coordinator on the championship team this year. He got back into coaching for that.
That's a small world. Yeah, that was a small world.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, him. I remember that was that. So then we moved to Japan, Netherlands. We moved out there, but like when I was applying for college, I was, I knew like dad in parts of Florida, and my dad was like, "I went to East Carolina. You want to go to East Carolina?" And that's when I applied, and that's when I went back.
Man, that's cool stuff. When did you know that comedy was going to be your path? Have you always been a funny dude, cracking jokes, everything?
Yeah, my dad, since he was military, we bounced around a lot. I was always a military brat. And when you're the new kid, they're always teasing you, they're always doing this. So I figured once I was funny, nobody would bother me. And I remember just being a new kid in Greenville, North Carolina. Everybody was, then I started making people laugh. Then they realized, you're not a real Carolina boy. You're not from here. You're from. I was like, my dad is in the military. We're not from anywhere. That's where he's from. So the only place that accepted me was like when I was in Tampa. Like nobody cared because we were all military brats. That was when my dad got stationed there.
Yeah.
But it was just DVDs became a thing. '99 was when they started putting seasons of DVDs. So my dad came home with these Sanford and Son DVDs, and then they were watching. I was like, "What is?" I was like, "Why is Red Fox so funny?" He goes, "He's a stand-up comic." I goes, "He is?" He goes, "Yeah." And I remember crashing that freaking gateway computer on Napster and downloading all his albums. I downloaded like almost every comedy album, and I just listened to all of them.
Yeah, that's great, man. Jared Waters joining us. We'll talk about what you're doing now, but gotta love these throwback stories. So, what was your major at ECU?
I majored in education.
So,
So
you planning on being a teacher, or
I taught for like 10 years. My mom. So I always wanted to do stand-up comedy. So I told my mom my goal was to move to New York, be a stand-up comic. And I remember mom like, please just get a job. Please get a job. Don't quit college. And I was like, I got all the scholarship money. I can use the scholarship money, go to New York. And then she goes, you're not doing that. Finish your job. Just finish your degree. And I was like, okay. And then she told me, it's like, if you finish your degree, she said, you can do a comedian anywhere, but at least when you're a teacher, you can teach anywhere. So it was my mom's plan. And then I got my elementary education from East Carolina. And it came in handy. Then I moved back to Florida, taught there, taught in New York. And it's always been fun in my stand-up career till now, just being a full-time comic.
I wish I'd have planned this a little better. If this would have been yesterday, Jared, I would have had my large Bojangles iced tea. I had a 4-piece Supreme just yesterday, man.
Let me tell you something. I get that cheddar bowl biscuit. It's a Carolina thing, because in Georgia, I'm in Atlanta right now. They don't have no cheddar bowl biscuits. I almost threw up. I said, "What type of biscuit is this with no cheddar bowl? What's up with that cheese in there?" Almost threw up over there. It might be just a Carolina thing, but I remember freaking Bojangles. I stayed at Jarvis Hall. Where were you at?
I lived off campus because I'm from here, like I said. So yeah, I lived off campus.
I did. I was in Jarvis Hall 2.5 years. Then I went to Pirates Cove.
Yep.
So Pirates Cove. But those years at East Carolina, I remember, dog. Freaking Skip Holtz came in, Chris Johnson, Jonathan Williams, East Carolina native. Remember him?
Greenville Rose. Yep.
J.H. Rose. That's where my mom went to college. High school. She graduated from Rose.
Okay.
And I remember those years when we were just upsetting people. West Virginia, Virginia Tech. I might be on that video. I was one of the kids that almost got slammed by the cops when we rushed the field.
The Lenore County Sheriff's Office, I think, was
they got sued right there, like slamming lawyers' kids.
That was a wild scene. Just let the kids go out there. What are we doing?
They were slamming people on ESPN.
Yeah.
People were getting scoop slammed on ESPN. on ESPN. Somebody's dad's gonna be so pissed.
What a scene! I was I was at that game. I wasn't doing the post game show yet, but I've been doing the pregame show since 2007 and the post game show since like 2012 or 13 or whatever. And still. Do you still keep up with Pirate football, Jared?
There's a comedian named Alex Gorge who's out here in New York. So we kept saying like, "Man, what college did you go to?" I was like, "I went to East Carolina." He goes, "What the So did I." So after that, he got me back into it. And I saw that and my dad's a big East Carolina college guy. So I still try to get into it when I can. And we look like we got a good team this year.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to, what we got to do? We got to call Mr. Beast. Put them dollars out there and get some people out here, man.
Man, you ain't lying. He just did an event a month or so ago. I think something for Beast Games in Dowdy Ficklen Stadium. So at least there's a relationship there somewhere.
Yeah, my friend's name is Jesse, and his wife's name is Jesse. Both two Jessies. Their little kids went to the football camp, but they couldn't go to the main field because they said Mr. Beast was doing an event there.
Yeah. So you said you're in Atlanta. I guess, man, you travel all over the United States now with your stand up.
Yeah, I'm based in New York City, so that show is called the Comedy Cellar. Have you ever heard of that club?
Sure.
That's like the big club in New York City. I got passed there, and so now I'm headed to this thing called Don't Tell Comedy. Have you ever heard of those? They got those out there yet?
I have not. No.
So they produce comedy specials, and I release my Don't Tell specials on YouTube, and it's called The South is Progressive because, I'm like an international Southern person. But I noticed when I got to New York City, everyone had jokes about how Southern people are from the woods. And I was like, dog, we're the most loving people. We're like, to be from the South is like an honor to be from the South. So that was my whole special called The South is Progressive. So I'm here in Atlanta doing some shows today's Wednesday and Thursday. And then I head back to New York City and I'm at the Comedy Cellar for the whole weekend.
When do you ever make it to North Carolina, to Raleigh or anywhere doing
I
stuff?
was just there last October
Okay.
for the it's a comedy festival in Raleigh, North Carolina. I forgot what it's called, but I was there at the festival. So I did the Raleigh. Most of the time it's Raleigh.
Yeah.
Greenville is it's hard because most of their comedy always goes to Raleigh.
Yep. Yeah.
But I remember Tipsy Teapot. I remember doing stand up out there. I don't know if it's out there still there. Tipsy Teapot.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And that.
You remember that place?
Was the Attic still around when you were? I can't remember what year that's. Did you ever do anything
Attic was Oak City Comedy Festival. That's what it's called in Raleigh. They do it every year. So I headlined last year. But I was on the Tipsy Teapot. So pretty much my comedic journey started in like college. I was in a college group called Seriously Clowning. So we would just fund, have the student campus money and find a comedian that we all would open up for.
Man, that's
and
awesome stuff.
Now looking back, I can tell the comedian was not happy that we did that. Figure out these little kids. Why are these kids on the show?
Right. Jared, what obviously we can find you on YouTube. You got a website or anywhere people need to go to check out everything you got going on?
You can go to mrjaredwaters.com. That's my .com. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, everything else is Mr. Waters. If you see a black man on a horse, that's me. That's how you know it's me.
All right. Well, we'll jot that down. We'll remember that. What I know it's such a grind, man, and because I follow a lot of comedy. Never, obviously never tried it, but man, just the stories of the good nights, the bad nights, the fine tuning, all that. I mean, it's a hell of a life, man. So I don't envy you. How difficult is it, and how rewarding is it to do what you do?
Yeah, man. And the thing about New York City is, and especially as a Southerner, because we never want to come up to New York. That's the thing that we pride ourselves of being Southerners. Everything you get it feels well rewarded when you worked hard for it. Like to start from the bottom in New York City to be a working stand-up comedy, it feels rewarded. Kevin Hart produced my special that's coming out this year called Freshman 15. So that's been really well. Man. But all those late nights, those one moments feels good. You ever remember Sonic? You ever played the game Sonic?
I remember
Sonic when he be drowning, when them air bubbles come up, and that's what it feels like when them air bubbles come up. But my cousin, Richard Coons, I don't remember the football player, Emmanuel Davis. Remember him?
Of course, yeah.
Emmanuel Davis, Dakota Marshall.
Yeah.
Dakota Marshall. So 2007, I think I walked on 2008. I made it all the way to the spring. And then Rick Smith. I don't know if you remember Rick Smith.
Man, we have Coach Smith. We used to have him on all the time. We have Greg Hudson on every week now, the defensive coordinator. I don't know if you remember him.
Is he still the defensive coordinator?
No. He's retired now, but we have him on every week. And we used to have Coach Smith on every week during the season.
have a story of Greg Hudson getting into a fight with Khalif Mitchell. That was the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. One of the funniest things, because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm doing spring walk on, and I tell my cousin, because Richard, he just got back from the Steelers, and he goes, "You want to walk on?" I was like, yeah, I want to walk on. So we would go to Dowdy Flickett Stadium at like 9 o'clock after the players gone. He had me pushing the sleds, training for spring practice. I'm throwing up outside there. So then when spring ball started, I was like conditioned because my cousin trained me the whole time. So I remember just it started from like 200 people, and by the first hour, it got down to 80.
Man.
People just quitting, just I quit, I quit, I quit, I quit. I remember Mike Bird. I remember a guy named Jeremy Bullock. He was like a walk on. Um, I remember all those guys because I was like, oh wow. Then I was like, oh, so what happens next? And they were just doing and walking on. And I remember Rick Smith because he kept yelling at me. He goes, this is how I like got into comedy. He goes, first team defense, get out there. And I would run out there. He goes, what are you doing? I was like, oh, sorry. And I said, I thought you said eighth. I thought you said eighth team. And then they go, second team D, get out there. Then I would act like I'm running. They go, get Waters off that field. And then I remember one time he goes, just stay out there and see what happens. And then like I made a play, and then we get to the film room, and he's talking to me, and then he goes, Rivers. And then I go, Rivers. And he goes, Rivers? I said, Rivers, Waters, Ocean, Creek, Lake. I mean, it's all the same thing. And they all just started laughing. So it was in those film room where I started like trying to make people laugh. 'Cause I was like, man, there's no way I'm gonna make this. And these people are way bigger than me, more faster. And then once I started making them laugh, he started like throwing me like different things. All right, get out there, see what can happen.
Wait,
So we
did you make Rick Smith laugh?
I think I was like maybe 19 or 20. I made him laugh a little.
Laugh. That's doing something.
But I made all the I was making
I'm
the
sure
players
were
laugh.
laughing. Yeah, no doubt.
Players were laughing. And he was like, we was in this old film room. We had this little small thing, and he goes, who made that? Who good back pedal? Rivers? I said, Ocean. He goes, what? What's your name? I was like, Ocean, Waters, Creek, Pedals. It's on raindrops, whatever you want. So they all started laughing.
Not to give too many details. What happened with Hood and Mount Mitchell and Khalif? What was that about?
You remember Khalif Mitchell, right?
Of course, yeah. Giant defensive tackle. Yeah.
So I don't know what, we're just running at the end of practice, running. And next he said something to Hud. And Hud goes, what? I'll kick you right now. And they both stood up. And I was like, this supposed to be happening? And it's just some big, massive men. They're like pushing like all the players are holding back Hud. And then Khalif is all like, man, he's always hating, man. All that hate is on him, man. All that hate is on him. And I was like, whoa. Man. So I used to steal all the Gatorade milkshake protein shakes. So I would just take crates of them, and they go, hey Waters, you good? You don't got to steal them. Just take a whole crate. I was like, okay. So then I remember when spring ball was over. I remember I was avoiding the end conversation because I was like, he gonna cut me. So I kept avoiding it. So I would like delay all the conversations. Like I'm gonna stay as long as I can. And I remember telling me like, hey man, why don't you come back in the fall? He goes, there's some space in the fall. But he taught me a lesson. He's just like, hey, that practice wasn't mandatory, but you showed up. I didn't even show up. I just went there because I lost something. And then I just got there super early. And then he's like, way to show up. He goes, when it's not required, always show up. And I definitely was not showing up because my body was breaking. And then I was like, oh, freak, good thing I showed up. Good thing I showed up. So then he was just like, I need the notebook back. And I took all this plays out of it anyways, just to see I did it. And he was like, come back in this fall. We got some space. You want to come back in the fall? And that was the moment where I was like, man, I think stand-up I was like, I always loved stand-up and I did it. But I was like, I think I want to just do stand-up even more and more and more. These guys are about to go pro. And clearly I want to make people laugh. So that was like the defining moment.
That's a hell of a story, man. You know what? I'm going to give you some of the credit for those great Pirate teams. You kept them loose.
I was only there in the spring, so I don't know what else. There's some funny people. Spider was pretty funny. He was hilarious.
Okay. I remember old Travis Simmons.
I tell people too, people forget Chris Johnson ran a 4.19 before. He didn't run a 4.24. The record is 4.19. He ran a 4.19 before.
Where was that? Out at at practice or?
I know inside, I don't know if they took it down, but inside the thing, his record is 4.19. Okay. My cousin has the push jerk record. I think it was like 380 when he was doing like this.
What position did you go out for?
I was trying to be running back, but the conditioning coach goes, corner. I like how nasty he looks.
Okay.
He goes, he's short and nasty. He looks like a corner.
You remember Brandon Simmons?
Yeah, I remember Brandon. Oh my God, let me tell you
Talked to
something.
him last week.
When I was on the sidelines watching Brandon Simmons, it was like watching a freaking freight train walk through there.
He was a big dude.
And I remember Emmanuel Davis telling me one time, he goes, I ran into his brother, rest in peace, his brother, Jason Simmons.
Jason, yeah.
And Emmanuel Davis goes, man, Jason, he goes, Brandon, bust your head. He goes, Jason felt like soft pillows when you ran into him. He said, I thought he would truck me, but he felt soft on the inside.
Jared, I could literally do this all day, so I might have to let you run, or we're going to do a whole show here. But maybe we can hook up again, man. But where are you at right now, and where are you? Where are you going to be?
I'm in Atlanta right now doing the Don't Tell comedy, and then this weekend I'll be back at the Comedy Cellar in New York City, and then I'll be heading to Los Angeles taping Netflix radio. So I'm doing the taping out there in California, end of August.
Very cool.
But shout out to them Pirates, man. That was a random thing. When people mention Greenville, North Carolina, it's just so specific because my grandmother lived there. That's why I was like, what do you mean Greenville, North Carolina? And like, shut your mouth and keep on talking. And then people, when I said P.D. Pablo, real Carolinians that are out there, they're like, swear to Moses. I was like, his daddy's name is Moses. P.D. Pablo's name is Moses.
Great reference there, Moses. He used to see him downtown.
G Vegas Moses. So like when they're like that, because I remember my whole life they're like, man, you ain't country enough. I was like, dog, my dad is from the woods. My dad ate hogs. My dad chased hogs before.
We got to get you back on to tell more ECU football stories. That was great, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We'll keep in touch. Hey, best of luck to you, man. We're all fans now, so we'll be keeping up with you. And like I said, we'll hook up again down the road, man.
We shall, man. Thank you so much for having me. You got my number. Anytime you need me, I'll be here.
All right, joining us on the show today, this is really cool. We'll talk to stand-up comedian Jared Waters. Jared, thank you for your time. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing swell, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Had an awesome video come out, and I don't know if it went viral in Eastern North Carolina. I can tell you that because everybody was talking about you on stage, interacting, doing a little crowd work, and talked to a guy from North Carolina, found out he was from Greenville, North Carolina, and then found out that both of y'all were East Carolina Pirates. So, Jared, I believe you're from Florida originally, but how'd you get up to ECU for college?
So I'm a military brat. I call myself Florida by the way of Carolina, Netherlands, Japan. So my dad, we were always bouncing around our whole life, Virginia, and but my dad is from North Carolina. My dad's from a town called Trenton, North Carolina. It's like in Jones County. He's from the woods, but my mother's from Greenville.
Okay.
So they just had this tradition. My mother went to East Carolina. My dad went to East Carolina. You might know my cousin Richard Kuntz. He played football 2000.
Oh, man. He was a bad dude. Yeah.
There's
Jared Waters, absolute legend, joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Some awesome stories there. I can't believe it took so long for him to drop that he tried to make it as a walk-on during spring, because that led to 100 more stories, and we'll have to talk to him again. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Man, just looking at the names on the Comedy Cellar coming up this weekend, including Jared Waters, some big names. We'll talk about that and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3, back with you on a Wednesday after this.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at at PIP Printing.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This July, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. With $4,304 total due at signing, you can lease it now for $305 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, where your adventure begins. Price does not include tax, title, or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2026.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
There's barbecue, and then there's Social Q Smokehouse, where smoked meat junkies and meat freaks get their fix. In Morehead City, we're taking the art of wood-fired smoke to a whole new level. Texas-style brisket with a perfect bark, tender pulled pork, and savory sides made from scratch daily. No shortcuts, no compromise. Need food fast? Try our easy grab-and-go dinners, or order our premium smoked proteins and sides in bulk. Visit the porch at Social Q Smokehouse in Morehead City, Thursday through Monday, or order online at order.socialqsmokehouse.com.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hold on one second. I got to fix my microphone. Okay, there we go. All right, welcome back to the show. Played Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville, located on Greenville Boulevard, right across from the Nissan dealership. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Awesome chat with comedian Jared Waters. If you missed it, it is available on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. He said he'll be back at the Comedy Cellar in New York this weekend. How about Saturday? It's at 6 o'clock. Jared Waters, Colin Quinn.
I love Colin Quinn.
As do I. But I was looking at other people going on.
Tell me who you got.
Well, I mean, some I don't recognize, but
is there a Mateo Lane in there?
Jim Norton is tonight. Yeah. Keith Robinson.
Don't know him.
Nikki Glazer.
Know who Nikki Glazer is.
Okay. I mean, we're talking like...
That's some pretty heavy hitters.
Yeah, big names here. So
Taylor Tomlinson in there? I'm a huge Taylor Tomlinson fan.
But he talked about a special that Chris Rock produced. So, man, maybe
Freshman 15.
He's moving up, dude. That's awesome. But I got to hear more stories. Like, I feel like we only
scratched the surface on that.
I cannot wait to play that clip for Greg Hudson tomorrow to get his memories of him and Khalif Mitchell.
I mean, he has launched a sheet cake at people, so I mean, it's not too far of a stretch to think that he may have had a lot of hate on him.
He's got a lot of hate on him. And who said Kuntz? Jamie said Kuntz was awesome. So I remember Richard Kuntz. He is now the strength and conditioning coach, I believe, if this is updated, at Fayetteville State.
We got to reach out to him, see if we can't get him on.
And yeah, I'm going to try to get him on the line, former Pirate footballer. And
I mean, talk about a wild connection there.
Yeah.
I mean, we start out with a comedian and, who has a football connection. That's wild.
That's crazy. But man, small world. Great catching up with Jared Waters and meeting Jared Waters on today's edition of the show.
How about it's not even a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, it's 6 degrees of Jared Waters at this point.
Yeah, and I like all those degrees. Jackson!
Yeah.
Can you name the 6 players that are in the 99 Club on Madden 27? There are 2 quarterbacks.
Josh Allen for one.
He is one of them. This one I disagree with.
It wouldn't be Lamar, would it?
No.
Okay, good. I'm trying to think about somebody who... Oh, Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is correct.
Okay.
There is 1 defensive player.
Garrett.
There are 2 receivers.
Puka Nacua.
No.
Oh, gosh. Ooh. I don't know.
1 just won a Super Bowl.
I know, but which one on that roster? Well,
JSN.
Yeah.
And Jamar Chase. And then there is a tight end.
Better not be Kelsey, or I guess Swift, as it is now.
It's not. He changed his name?
No.
Travis Swift?
No.
Travis Swift.
It is not Brock Bowers. It is Trey McBride.
Interesting.
99 Club.
Okay.
On Madden.
Interesting.
And I will be using that for sports trivia tonight at Overtime Tavern.
I do not like that.
Just saw that list earlier today. Man, World Cup drama. The Fighting Shirley Rhodeses of Argentina scored 2 goals in about a 4 or 5 minute span after trailing the entire match 1-0 to England, and they get the win 2-1 over England.
This is not the first time they've done this in the knockout stages either, which makes it even crazier.
So was it Egypt? I saw Egypt. They scored 2 late goals when they were trailing.
Yep. So this is back-to-back games that they've scored in the final 10-ish minutes before injury time.
What else is tonight? ESPYs?
Yeah, ESPYs hosted by Marcelo Hernandez.
If it's not Norm Macdonald, I don't care, and I know he's passed on, so I don't care. There is a WNBA game on USA.
Oh, there we go.
Who is playing tonight?
I got the Fever.
The Fever?
Fever and the Who?
Now that...
no.
The Fever, of course, is...
Caitlin Clark's team.
No.
Oh.
That other girl.
Sophie Cunningham?
Sophie Cunningham's team.
Oh, yes, the one.
She is everywhere now.
Yes,
she is all over the place.
She is, what was I saying the other day? She is diversifying her portfolio, how I described it.
And they play the Valkyries.
Oh, yeah, Golden State Valkyries.
The Valkyries. All right.
That's the new, it's one of the new expansion teams. They've been around for a year or 2. 2 years or 1 year?
Year 2.
Yeah, this is year 2, and then they've got a new expansion team, the Toronto Tempo, that's the new one for this year.
Portland, I thought.
Oh yeah, and Portland Fire. Yeah.
There is also a handful of summer league games going on tonight, but that is it for the sports world. 1 baseball game on Thursday, Phillies Mets, and then all the teams back in action coming up on a Friday. As they get back underway with the unofficial second half of the baseball season. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this timeout.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Summer's here. You're at the beach, halfway up a mountain, finally relaxing, miles from home.
And then your phone buzzes. Not panic, just a quick check-in. Because with SDI, you already know what's going on.
Real-time alerts, 24/7 monitoring, full control of your home or business, right from your smartphone.
So while you're making memories, you're never wondering what's happening back home.
SCI Security, because you don't get security system for the days nothing happens. You get the system for the moment something does.
Travel smart, travel secure, and protect what matters.
Call today and get protected before your next trip.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Chevrolet is the dealer to see, or a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your car making strange noises, or is that check engine light not going away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, they take the stress out of car care and deliver high-quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure, just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service across from Speedway on Charles Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Earlier in the show, I said that if you go to ESPN.com, the second headline for a story was NC State coach says Bailey could be the best quarterback in the country. According to Phil Steele, projected pass offense is NC State number 15 in the country. Number 1 is a team from the American.
Really?
Jackson, I'm gonna give you 7 guesses.
7 guesses.
Yep. Start naming American teams.
You know what? Because everybody talks about, for some reason, how hot they're going to be, and it's going to be from somebody out of nowhere. Give me FAU first.
That's
Have you
correct.
been seeing
That's correct.
Is it? Oh my gosh! I don't know what the hype is this year about them.
The FAU hype. We'll find out tomorrow when we talk to Ken LaVicka, who's the play-by-play voice of FAU. Zach Kitley, head coach at FAU, hired in December of 24 after his time at Texas Tech. And who's their quarterback?
I don't know, but I think it's the same one from last year.
Which
is why it's weird.
Caden Veltkamp is the entering his second year in the Owls air raid offense. All right, so they are apparently going to put up a lot of points and a lot of yards through the air. Another American team is on Phil Steele's top 15, and that would be UTSA, who is also up there with McCown.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
He is back in his offense. No surprise here. Projected rush offenses, 2 teams from the American in there. They would be Army and Navy at 1 and 3, and Rice at number 5. That's right. We talked to Bartlett from, was it Michael Bartlett, who joined us to talk Rice football and talked about their kind of option offense and said they really want to get that thing rolling there. Year 2 of their head coach at Rice, and they are picked 5th as far as projected rush offenses go. Scoring offenses, UTSA is number 8.
Okay.
The only team, and USF is number 11. We talked USF football, Brian Hartline, first-year head coach. Total offenses, UTSA number 14, USF number 15. So FAU number 11. So Phil's still expecting some big numbers. Let's see if any defenses. My projected stats take account the strength of opponent face each week during the season. MIP defensive points, FAU number 1. Now, is this a bad thing? Because UMass is number 2, Syracuse 3.
Wait, what is the
MIP defensive points?
Defensive points.
You know what? I need to talk to Phil Steele.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna say that's a bad thing because Ohio State's number 134.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say it's bad that FAU is number 1 on this list.
You said MIP defensive points?
Yeah.
All right. Google.
So I think you want a very low number on that one.
That's a basketball term. What? Wait.
I might be saying FAU is going to allow the most points this season.
Yeah.
Projected rush defenses. Nobody in the American. Georgia, number 1. Pass defense, Notre Dame, number 1. Scoring defenses, Notre Dame, Georgia, BYU, Miami, The Ohio State. UAB projected last for scoring defense. North Texas projected next to last for rush defense. Charlotte projected last for pass defense. Total defense, Charlotte picked 134. Supposed to be bottom of the barrel. So we'll get his thoughts on the American and what he thinks where ECU kind of falls into the American this year, because it does kind of fill up for grabs. I asked earlier today, Jim Lighthall, who's his pick? He said, I don't know. And he gave a case for a few teams there in the American, and Army, Navy. You could go with one of the academies, Tulane, just because of what they've been able to do of late. Obviously, UTSA. Memphis has a ton of talent, you would think. USF has a ton of talent. And then, where is East Carolina in the mix? I think it's going to be a really, really fun year in the American this season. Jack says Bailey is a joke. I don't know if I would agree with that. Let's look at C.J. Bailey's stats as a football player.
Is a statistic you can look at.
Thank you, BB. 2024. They wanted him to get more action that year, right?
Yep.
Finished with 17 touchdowns, 10 picks, 5 rushing touchdowns. Last year, 25-9 touchdown to interception ratio, 6 rushing touchdowns. 68% completion percentage. The fact that he's been there now and is going to play in his 3rd season, I think says a lot too.
Yeah, and CJ Bailey, that first year in 2024, he was a true freshman coming in to relieve middle of the year, because that's why the Pirates weren't necessarily prepared for him in the bowl game, because we didn't know which quarterback they were going to throw out. But if he's following his progression, he should be exciting to watch this year.
Who's the NC State offensive coordinator? That is Kurt Roper. He's also their quarterbacks coach. Came in, promoted December of 2024. Replaced Anai. I know that dude. All right, let's take our last break. We'll come back. Get ready to wrap things up here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jamie says Bailey lost some offensive talent to the portal. That can happen as well.
That's true. That is true.
Hollywood Smothers went where? Somewhere big.
He originally went to Alabama before
Oklahoma,
flipping and going to
Texas.
Texas. He went to Alabama originally and then flipped.
So, yeah, Hollywood Smothers no longer there. We'll take our last break, come back, have more for you after this timeout.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Play it again, sports. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play it again, sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's quick helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store quick helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Recalculating. You are now in the middle of nowhere.
Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! This is your hometown team at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with the Summer Hot Deals event that's making waves across eastern North Carolina. Score 8% below MSRP on 2026 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, 12% below MSRP on Bighorn, Lone Star, and Laramie models, and an unbelievable 15% below MSRP on Rebel, Limited, and Tungsten Crew Cabs. Now's the time to upgrade your ride. From all of us at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, proud supporters of Pirate Radio and Pirate Nation. Remember, drive a little to save a lot.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was up 150 points today and closed at 52,658. The NASDAQ was also up 162 points at 26,269, and the S&P was ahead 28 and ended the day at 7,572. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Cliff.
On this day in sports, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports, on this day in 2025, the National League beat the American League in a new home run derby style tiebreaker in the All-Star game, thanks to this, the lefty's home run.
What year again?
Let me make sure he hit the last one, because this guy won the MVP. 2025 MLB All-Star game.
Yeah. And he was a lefty?
Yeah. And he hit 50-some home runs last year.
Was that the big dumper?
Nope. National League. He finished runner-up at this year's home run derby.
Kyle Schwarber.
That is correct. Okay. On this day here's an interesting tidbit.
Okay.
Phillies lost to the Cardinals on this day in 2007, becoming the first franchise in major American sports with 10,000 all-time losses.
Jeez. That's not a stat you want to have.
Take that, Philly. On this day in 1999, they played the inaugural game. This team played the inaugural game at their new stadium. They were in the Kingdome and then went to a retractable roof stadium. Who used to play in the Kingdome?
Jays, because of the retractable roof?
That would have been the Sky Dome, right?
I think.
Superdome was in New Orleans. You had the Metrodome in Minnesota.
Yeah.
The Kingdome.
The Astrodome in Houston. Who played in the Kingdome? They opened up Safeco Field in 1999, which is now T-Mobile Park.
Is that San Francisco?
No.
That's Candlestick. I'm thinking of Candlestick.
T-Mobile Park.
Safeco. Why does that sound so dang familiar?
They have never played a World Series game there. They're still trying to get there. The Seattle Mariners.
Oh.
Yeah,
I know.
On this day in 1996, after 2,216 consecutive games at shortstop, he moved to third base.
That would be Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr.
And as a matter of fact, was that the All-Star game where, was it Rich Rod made him switch?
Rich Rod.
Rich Rod. Sorry, A-Rod.
No, it was Rich Rodriguez who went out there.
A-Rod. Because I think he had him at third and Cal was at short or vice versa.
I think that was later, but yeah. So Cal was at third and A-Rod was like, no, you go to short.
Yeah, you go to short, yeah.
Cool, man.
Because I think that was his last All-Star game because that was the one where he hit the home run.
Yep.
And that was a big deal because it was his last All-Star game.
And Shirley, what Red Sox pitcher was the MVP of the 1986 All-Star game?
The 86?
Young.
Oh, my gosh.
He was very young, and then he played for another 20 years or so.
Jeez. Well, it can't be. Well, the first one that popped in my head was Curt Schilling, but that can't be right. That's definitely not right.
The Rocket. Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens.
1986.
I was thinking Curt Schilling. I immediately thought Bloody Sock. That was my first thing.
All right, that'll wrap it up for this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Thanks for tuning in. We're back with you Thursday. We'll do another conference preview with Jeff Nadeau, another Appliances Superstore opponent preview with Ken LaVicka from FAU. Coach Hud will get his memories of him and Khalif Mitchell going at it at practice. That'll be a lot of fun. And Big Ten Cappy Zach Kaplan as well. We'll have a fun Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to you then. For Shirley and Jackman, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an